Hey y'all. Hey, it's Sister 47. Hey, Jen Jen. Hey, Truth Never Fails. I am. I hope you guys had a wonderful hey Angie C. Mother's Day weekend. I know I sure did. Thank you, baby. Thank you. What y'all hold on y'all. What y'all putting on the grill?
Brandy supposed to be cooking them hamburgers and them hot dogs that I put on the grill. And
Yeah, he just ain't fired it up yet. Where the lighter fluid at?
in the garage,
Okay.
Brandy said she was going to cook for that
Sorry
Friday
about that, y'all. Hold on.
week. You feel me?
Just get the lighter fluid.
Right there.
Okay.
And that hamburgers, I got them on the plate, ready to go, and the hot dogs and butter.
Okay. Whew, sorry about that, y'all. I'm not at home, and y'all know when I'm not at home, I be multitasking. Hey, Life's Journey. Hey, Natasha Holiday. Mika Red. Truth Never Fails if I didn't say that. Oh, thank you, Truth Never Fails. Yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day as well. And then for me, we're not birth mothers, but we are mothers via our divine feminine energy. Bank of, ooh, is that girl? Look, let me tell y'all something. So I was trying to surf these YouTube streets today and all night. Hey, hula hula, how you doing? All night, y'all know I've been doing content on the other side over there. And then, cause nothing had really been going on that I wanted to take cash on. I want to talk about it in the big sector, but um, child, ooh, Jay Wilson, you done self sabotage yourself again, brother mine. So anyway, I heard that Jay Wilson got doxxed and he finna to lose his job. We know all this stuff happened to him before. You gotta humble yourself at one point in time, but y'all know he been raggedy out here in these streets here lately. So, child, it is what it is. You give as good as you get. The Bible say you die by the sword you live by, child. So it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but hey, he ain't, it seemed like he ain't worried about it as long as he's getting his coin over there, right? He good. But what I want to talk about was not even to whether it's if that's what he get or if how can y'all do that or I'm indifferent to the situation. Child, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It just par for the course when it comes to YouTube. But on that note, just let me say this real fast because I want to talk about when we get started is what I've noticed about some older gay men in general. Now we all know that when it comes to gay black men, especially the ones that we see online, like Kevin Samuels, and others, even some of the younger ones. I guess I log off because I don't know. I'm gonna tie both of them in mahogany. Hold on a minute. That ain't we ain't even talking about that necessarily. We're talking about a greater issue, and the greater issue is gay men of a certain age. That's what we're talking about, mahogany. But I'm in the beef sector. I go everywhere. I've been doing black sector content. I do beef sector content. Everybody know that I go back and forth, right? So anyway, hey everybody. Yeah, just hold on a minute. You don't like this conversation, Mahogany. Uh-huh. And I want you ladies to chime in and honestly, because I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want me to, because I want to have an honest conversation about something that I've noticed as a heterosexual black woman, right? But let me say this to Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, you are self-sabotaging, right? I don't know. You done been through this one time before. Now, what to say the first time I'm blaming on you, the second time I gotta blame it on me. Whatever happened to you this time, Jay Wilson, you got to blame it on you, sir. And I don't mean no harm because you are self-sabotaging. Uh, I just don't understand. Whatever it is that you got going on in your brain, you self-sabotaging at the end of the day, right? And so, but you got a lot of people a lot of women over there coddling you and all of this. And I don't know why, because you are self-sabotaging. That's what you are doing. But anyway, that's why I said I indifferent. I don't feel no way about it at all because it's done happened to him before. He done lost jobs before when he got docs. I mean, why would you go back to school, get your certifications, come back online and do the same F-ish that you was doing before that caused you to lose your job the first time. That's called self-sabotage. And you can't blame nobody but yourself because he is a 50-something-year-old man. And it just is what it is. That's how I honestly feel about it. Like, honestly. Like I said, I'm indifferent. It's unfortunate. What else you want me to say? But anyway, to the larger context of the issue, moving right along. Um, uh, this is what I want to talk about, ladies, right? And I want to have an honest conversation because we got a lot of stuff going on here when it comes to. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm just multitasking, y'all. Sorry, I'm not in the house. Um, these children finna fire up this grill. It's a lot going on. But anyway, this is what I'm talking about. When it comes to some older gay men, especially gay men, I'm gonna use I definitely want to use Kevin Samuels, and I even want to use Jay Wilson because it merges both sectors that I do content in, right? And I just told y'all what I thought about what Jay Wilson is going through right now. In case y'all don't know who he is, he in the B sector. He's supposed to be a pastor. He got doxxed from his job. They say he a chaplain and all of this and all that. He come online, do cussing everybody out, being just real disrespectful. Thank you, Candy Girl, to black women, right? To women in general, right? But because the sector is predominantly black, I'm gonna say black women, right? And so this is what this is my take on some older gay men like Kevin Samuels, and Jay Wilson. They appear to be really, really bitter, and like uber bitter. Now we know when it comes to even younger black gay men, trans women, men that have transformed, into men that have transformed. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Men that have transformed into women or whatever. I mean that I saw a video to where a trans woman slash man wants they are now wanting the uterus of women. They think that they can even have babies better than we can, right? These trans women, right? Now, biologically, I don't know how this gonna work, but okay. Science is demonic, and child, at this point in time, I don't put nothing past nobody, right? So anyway, here's the thing. I think older gay men that have been in the closet that are of a particular age, because Kevin Samuels is older than me and Jay Wilson is around about my age, right? So when I came up, a lot of you ladies are younger, right? So the viewpoint that you have when it comes to gay men is through your eyes, right? It's through how it is when you interact with other gay people in general around your age, right? But me, I'm speaking on some older gay men because that is my age group, right? And Kevin Samuels, like I said, he's older than me, a couple of years, and Jay Wilson's around about my age, right? So we know that the first time that I had ever heard about a down low man, I didn't even know what the terminology was. I didn't even know what it was. First time I ever heard of a down low man, is from Oprah Winfrey. I was looking at the Oprah Winfrey show one day, and I didn't even know, y'all. Now y'all know I'm country. Y'all gotta forgive me, right? But when Oprah came out with this, she did a show talking about down low men. I'm like, down low men, what is that, right? But she was talking about uh men that are gay and they sleep around and sneak around on their wives and their girlfriends. You know what I mean? And the wives and the girlfriends may or may not know that they're gay. You know what I mean? And then they further went on to speak about the reason why the HIV and AIDS is so high, the rate is so high amongst heterosexual women because of these down low men, right? And so, but I had never heard of the terminology before. I didn't know. I didn't even know that was going on. Right? Like I said, I'm somewhat sheltered down here in these mountains, or at least I was. Right? And so, anyway, but back in my day, it was like how in the military it used to be, don't ask, don't tell. So that's the kind of thing that I witnessed a lot. I was raised in a church, and you have a lot of gay men, especially the choir director. Our choir director was gay. We actually had twins as a choir director when I was in church, and they both were gay, right? And so Mahogany said nobody did. It's not just you. Okay, now, girl, I had no idea. I had never heard that before, right? Until Oprah. But yeah, so it's kind of like the don't ask, don't tell. And then in the gay church there was always like the gay choir director, the gay, whatever. Don't ask, don't tell, right? Nobody said anything about it. And that just was what it was, right? But because of that, and because of black people in general, where you live down south or not, um, a lot of the men at that time, they were in the closet, right? They were in the closet. They couldn't come out. They couldn't live the life that they wanted to live, because of the way that society was set up at the time, right? And I even heard, gay, even younger black gay men speak out about, how much they hate the church, how much, they feel like black women in the church be keeping them down. And I don't understand what they mean by black women keeping them down, by, and they have such a disdain for black women, um and I don't know why, because black women have always embraced gay men. I mean, if we keep it in a buck, but yet and still they have this disdain for gay women like Kevin Samuels. Okay. And the reason why I'm at the DL thing is because Kevin Samuels, I'm assuming that he was in the closet, he was DL. But if you got a gator, you know what I mean, and we all, a lot of us seen the signs. Now I can't believe that there are some women that can't look at a man and tell when he gay or not, right? But there are some women out there that can't look at you and tell if they gay or not, right? I can tell, right? I can tell I got a gator, or you can call it what you want to call it. I can tell. I don't give a fuck. I can tell, right? So anyway, I'm assuming he's lived his life a down low man, right? At least online. Now I don't know what he's doing offline, but we know he's giving us some hints. And I'm talking about Kevin Samuel right now. He's giving us some hints that, he asked a man his penis size on live one time. Uh, uh, they're alleging that the woman that he fell or how he died on top of me, but the woman that he had, the woman that was with him, allegedly, possibly could be a trans woman. We don't know for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, And he spoke very derogatorily about, and I've even heard that he spoke very derogatorily about the black women in his own darn gone family, right? See, the thing you got to understand is when it comes to a lot of gay men, I'm not going to say all because I don't know all gay men, but this is my opinion, right? And I hate to speak in generality, but that's all I have to go on right now, right? So in general, I feel that when it comes to a lot of the gay men that I have uh, witnessed on social media, they would appear to be in competition with the black woman, right? You see videos of a whole lot of black trans women disrespecting black women, right? And but my thing is, and literally thinking that they are better than black women, right? Like they can replace us. Now one reason for that is because if they feel like they're in competition for the D, they feel like they're in competition for the BBD. They feel like they can do it better than we can do it. And when it comes to a lot of men these days, because there is a lot of feminine energy. Let me tell you something. When it comes to feminine energy, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I wonder if you guys have noticed. You guys, like somebody like maybe Mahogany, if you're a card reader, if you do the zodiac, if you're into the zodiac thing, you know what I mean. You may have noticed that when you're reading your cards, that the divine masculine and the divine feminine is out of whack, right? We got too much feminine energy, right, going on right now. That's why you see these men, even if they say they straight, they are very emotional. They got such disdain for the woman, say the black woman, because it's black people. I mean, it's particularly bad for us black women right now, because we know that as melanated people, we have a direct connection because of our melanin, because our melanin is in the universe. Our melanin is also in the ground, it's in the earth, right? Even outside of us, there is melanin in space and there's melanin in nature. And we as human beings, as melanated people, we have a direct connection to not only God and the universe, but also nature, right? And so when it comes to our divine feminine and our divine masculine, and because the water barrier is calling, is because we are on the cusp of the age of Aquarius. We're unbalanced. There's too much feminine energy going on, right? So that's why you got so many emotional men right now. It's out of balance. Anything in life you have to have balance, right? And because we're so out of balance when it becomes to the divine feminine, in the divine masculine, you get these men, and they're really emotional, especially when it comes to especially when it comes to women. It's like if you wouldn't know any better, you would think that they are in competition with us, gay or straight, right? They feel like they are in competition with black women, in particular, like black men. You feel like they're in competition with you, and because you feel like, and because um pretty much a lot of people feel, and a lot of racists feel. I want to be delicate as I can with this because this is not all, but a lot of people feel like the black man has been emasculated via the system of white supremacy racism, and a lot of other racism, in particular the Anglos. They don't even pay them attention anymore. They would rather kill them than deal with them. And one reason why they want to rather kill with them and instead of deal with them, it is because they want their women. Since they feel like the black man has been conquered, they want to. What do you do when you wage war, right? When you wage war on a country or a tribe, you kill the men, you kill all the men, and you take the women, and you rape the women, you marry the women, you whatever it is with the women, and when you and then when you start when this interbreeding starts to happen, it is thinning out the bloodline, right, of your race, right. So what you see right now is because, and then black women are, we are loyal women, right. We try to hold on as long as we could. A lot of us, right, especially younger women, but a lot of black women are either choosing not to have, they're choosing career, the career in school and things of that nature, a lot of the times over relationship and family, right? And that's absolutely understandable. We know that the black femicide rate is at an all-time high. They're even killing our black teenage girls, right? Um, and it's just really bad right now for black women. So I don't judge them or on any way they're choosing to go. The only thing I require from you guys is that you divest from any type of abuse, right? I don't care, no matter the race or no matter the color. I just urge you to divest from the abuse. I urge you to think with your head and not your heart, because it just ain't safe right now for us divine feminine women to be thinking with our heart. It could be dangerous, it can be deadly, it can cost you your literal life, right? So you have to be careful, right? And so, but back to the gay men, right? Like Kevin Samuels and Jay Wilson. The reason why, like, I'm sorry, I went off on to the side. Went off. I'm sorry. Let me reel it back in. Hey, on say how you doing? There are a lot of house husbands that stay home, and the woman goes, yeah. There's a lot of that too, April. Yeah, I'm not even, talking about that right there. I'm talking about, the fact that things are out of order and out of balance right now. And like I said, let me wheel it back to online because, um, like I said, from what I saw, and in my opinion, you would think that when it comes to older gay men that have had to live a down low lifestyle because they got raised up in a different time. It wasn't cool. Like it is cool now to be openly gay and to be a married gay couple. That just came with the Obama era, right? But until then, you had a lot of men that are my age or around my age. They were down low. They were in the closet. They had. I know it's one guy. Um, in my hometown. He is married, but his wife is gay and he is gay. They are married now. I don't even know if they think that nobody don't know, or it's just the don't ask, don't tell sort of thing. But they are married, but they live separate lives, right? You know what I mean? When it comes to things of that nature, right? But they are married, but they do their own thing, right? I guess that's the way it rolls for some people. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, so back in the day, you couldn't be out and proud like you are now. If you are a gay man, or I'm assuming, or a woman, it's always, from what I understand, been easier for the woman. You know what I mean? Because the men, straight men, fantasize about women sleeping together, right? And so, you know, majority of dudes are the breadwinners and have to stay at home. Oh, and have stay at home wives. You mean majority of the down low dudes? Is that what you're saying, K Will? But anyway, oh, you don't like my teachers? They don't like my teachers? K Will got a problem with what I'm saying? Well, of course, but that's the extreme. Well, you know what? I dropped the link if you want to come up here and counter what I'm saying. But this is just my opinion, right? I've never been a black gay man, but this is just what I've noticed, right? So anyway, like I said, but let me know if you want to counter my argument, right? And it seemed like because they have had to live in a closet so long, they've grown particularly mean spirited and downright hateful when it comes to black women in general, right? And so when I see somebody like a Kevin Samuels, may he rest in hell, as well as Jay Wilson. Now, you know you've been mean to women for a whole lot of time. It's just that you ain't no more. You don't even care no more. But every chance you get, you call the women. I don't know what's done came over you. I don't know, but my opinion is baseless. Like I said, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion as one human being to another. But like I said, you are more than welcome to hit the link. I will drop it for you and counter my argument. But like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or offensive. Now, if you are offended, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is because it's my channel. But like I said, if you want to come up here and defend your stance against my stance, let me know, and I will be more than happy to drop the link. Right. And so anyway, they are particularly vile, and very indifferent to black women. And I would just like, and I wish he would hit click the link so he could tell me, really what is the problem? What is the problem when it comes to these gay men in particular of a certain age, right? Are you mad? Are you blaming a woman for you having to live in the closet, especially when it comes to now Kevin Samuels? I don't know what his walk in life was or why he felt like he needed to live in the closet, right? But as far as Jay Wilson's go, even when Jay Wilson came to the beef sector, he was down low, right? And he got exposed, and then he came out and said, excuse me, that he was bisexual. But first, he wasn't even, admitting that he was gay, right? But he got exposed by, was it Wiley? And now, he lets everybody, he's out and proud, at least online, and I'll listen, all that, right? Yeah, he gay. He went. I don't even think he was bisexual. I think he was gay. Cause my thing is, yeah, I think he was gay. So anyway, they mad at women because of shame, insults, and guilt. But you would think that why would you be? So I don't think it's the collective of black women that is shaming you or insulting you or guilting you. Because a lot of black women really stand behind gay men. Even on Jay Wilson's panel right now, and he done got exposed for the second time. Even though those women know how he feel about him, you know what I mean. They are still protecting him. Even when it comes to discussing as Kevin Samuels, hey Rita, how you doing? Discussing as Kevin Samuels, you had women on his channel, even though he's speaking so derogatorily about him, to the point to where he had over 1 million followers, but he over there beating down your self-esteem and saying you average and you this, that, and the other. And if you reach 35 and you ain't married, you over the hill and you blah 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 and blah blah blah. And when the whole time you gay and you just want all the boys, you want your milkshake to bring all the boys to your yard. Okay, now that's what was really going on, right? So I would like to know the disdain for black women. That's what I would like to know. You know, I asked my African American husband about that. Oh, your blood, it sounds like an American man sickness. Who is Buck? Is Buck in here? What did Buck say? But anyway, oh, Buck says men are supposed to be fascinated with women. Doesn't matter if they are straight or lesbian. That's normal for a man to be fantasized. Be fascinated with a woman. Doesn't matter if she is lesbian. I think you probably just came in and you don't understand the larger context of the conversation. That's what happens when you don't red ball it out and you come in late. You get half of the conversation, you take it the wrong way. You see how that happened? So anyway, no, his sexual preference absolutely negates reality because he was full of shit then. He full of shit dead. And you men that call yourself straight, the way that you are caping for that faggot over there is beyond me. Okay? Now, excuse my French, but I don't give a fuck. about no goddamn Kevin Samuels or his feelings or his emotions, because he's very derogatory when it comes to women, and fuck him, pretty much. Now you on the wrong channel to be for somebody to be giving a fuck. So my reality is I don't give a fuck. And if he wouldn't been pushing up on that goddamn trans woman, he would have had a motherfucking heart attack. And then they said the bitch was fat. Maybe she had too much ass for him. Who the fuck knows? Maybe his greedy ass should have been taking so much motherfucking Viagra and Red Bull. Who the fuck knows? And who the fuck gives a fuck? Because you in the wrong place for to give a fuck. Now I've tried to be gentle about it. But don't come over here trying to buck me about how I feel about that raggedy motherfucking nigga, because I don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm a different type of person over here. If he was actually gay, you would be considered. I look, they done call me homophobic in the goddamn in the motherfucking beef sector for so many years. I don't give a fuck about that either. What is it gonna change? I ain't scared of no motherfucking body. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of them. I'm scared of dead ass motherfucking Kevin Samuel, his dead dick, his dead life, his corpse, or nothing motherfucking else. And I damn sure don't give a fuck about what no ignorant ass nigga got to say about any of my commentary. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I'm different. I'm different. See, you got people talking about some, well, you got some women, they are very feminine. You got women that they work with they push forward their divine feminine energy first. You got women that push forth their dark feminine energy first. Me, I am matriarchal. I am the motherfucking boss, bitch. And when I say the fuck go, that is not even my matriarchal energy, bitch. I am a motherfucking matriarch in real life, bitch. Not just on motherfucking line. Can't you tell? That's why I don't give a fuck. Moving right along. Anyway, uh, damn, I forgot I was going to say. Anyway, yeah, he gay. Gay is gay. He gay. He was gay then. He gay now. His spirit gay. His soul gay. The motherfucker gay. Okay, now he can be just like that. What's that boy name that did that video when he was swinging down the pole and twerking on the devil? He can make that fantasy come true. He can do that shit in real time now. What was that rapper's name? He used to be a country music singer, and y'all know what video I'm talking about. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, he can do that in real life if he want to, all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a motherfucking week. That's what he can do, right? And so, what proof that I have my gaydar never fails me? Yeah, Lil Nas X, he can twerk on the devil all day and all night, 24/7 for the rest of his motherfuckers goddamn eternity. Okay, that's just what he can do now, right? And so he probably in hell ecstasy, motherfucking hell or something. Who the fuck knows? Motherfuckers running around over crying about Kevin Samuels. They tired of their leader, but they supposed to be straight. Like I told you, it's too much motherfucking feminine energy. Like they done lost their man. Their husband done died, bitch. Their boyfriend done died and they left them no motherfucking money. Okay, or something the fuck going on with all these dudes around here. The way they hollering and screaming about Kevin Samuels' raggedy motherfucking ass. But y'all know I try to keep it kosher. And one person got to come on here. You sound like you 300. I sound like I'm 300 pounds. But bitch, let me tell you something. If I am 300 pounds, my husband motherfucking love it, bitch. And he ain't got no excess amount of goddamn feminine energy, bitch. He wouldn't even never be on motherfucking social media. You know why, bitch? Because he too busy taking care of motherfucking home, bitch. Okay? He think I'm crazy. He would let me be on here. Or either he can't stop me, but he have a whole lot to say if it wasn't making me some motherfucking coins, bitch. So make it make motherfucking sense. You the only motherfucker on here crying about a nigga you didn't even motherfucking know. My husband don't know nothing about no goddamn Kevin Samuels or no motherfucking body else on motherfucking line, bitch. So make that motherfucking make sense. Okay? I'm just motherfucking saying. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You see how that worked? So you touched in your spirit. You going to see your girlfriend? You going to see your girl? Okay, love you. That's my nephew. Going to see his girlfriend. Going to see his girl friend. See how that work? He's going to see his girl friend. What you say, Pam? What you say? Right. Okay. 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 Not balls like them. Yeah, is that period? Period. Okay. Period. Y'all done got my y'all even done got my niece rounded up in this bitch. Woo, I know that's right, Pam. Ain't this something? Girl. Girl. Okay. In the dark. I don't know if y'all can hear my niece, but she a whole mess. You say your gator is perfect, but I know that's not. Oh yeah, mine is perfect. That's impossible to have a perfect. My gator is perfect. God damn it, Buck. Why you feel away? Hey, food junkie. Why you feel away? Why you feel away? Because I got a perfect gator. But anyway, I'm gonna drop this link. Now, food junkies in here. He an openly gay man. So what's the problem? Oh, now I'm a dumb country bitch. Why I'm a dumb country bitch? Cause you mad because I'm talking about Kevin Samuels, and you don't like the fuck that he twerking on the devil in hell. You don't like that he reenacted Lil Nas X video. I bet as soon as his spirit dropped down in hell and he got acclimated, he's like, oh, where the devil? Where that strip pole at, boo? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't start with me. Leave me alone. He got to go fund me. Lord, he got to go just like my husband. Okay. Guess what? They don't offend me when you say that about my husband at all. Because I know what I know, motherfucker. And I ain't even offended. Now, he might offend you, but he don't offend me. Ken said, my mom is gay and she doesn't like that dude. Well, I don't blame her, Kat, because she's a woman. And we're not talking about gay people. We're talking about gay men of an age that had to live down low. And because they had to live down low for so many years, it seemed like they got a whole lot of disdain and a whole lot of vitriol for black women. Some, not all, because I don't know all of them. But I'm saying being like Jay Wilson and Kevin Samuels. Okay? And that's how I feel about it. It's just my opinion. But like I said, y'all got all this stuff to say in the comment section. Do you want me to hit the link so you can counter my argument? Like I'm, you know, you know, you know. What Fahim says, it's fine to bash the dead. That is, I'm not in first place. I'm bashing the motherfuckers that keep throwing this motherfucker up to my goddamn face because I put his name in the title and they feel a certain kind of way. Right now, you can't hum on his balls no more because he in the hereafter, right? So you gonna hum on the balls in honor, right? You gonna hum on his celestial balls. Is that what the fuck we doing today? I ain't so hurt. I ain't hurt. This is the way I deliver my commentary. I ain't heard it all. I ain't never been a black gay man. I ain't never been involved with a down low man or none of that. I ain't hurt. This is just my opinion. This is my commentary. And if you don't like it, it's unfortunate. But what do you want me to do? You can always choose to log out. But anyway, let me drop this link. But y'all got it started. I was like really, really nice. And people want to come in on me. And I told you I'm different. I'm not like that. I'm not extra sensitive. I got a thick skin. You know, I ain't got child. I ain't got to argue my point. My husband ain't got nothing to do with this, child. The FBI investigating Kevin Samuels, girl, for what? Money laundering or something? Is he a bussy crook? Child. Well, if you don't care about my baseless opinion, why you keep commenting on it, K. Will? You sure is for you not to give a damn about my baseless opinion. You sure can't keep your hand off that keypad. But I got a link if you want it. Like I said, if you want to counter my you know, if you want to counter my argument, if you want to counter my opinion, you can hit the damn link. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, it seemed like it's a whole lot of feminine energy going on. Well, it is a whole lot of feminine energy going on around here. But when it comes to some older gay, you know, in or out the motherfucking closet, Why do they have such a particular disdain for black women? Like, what the fuck did we do? You know, I'm confused. Chief Fella said she getting paid off his name. Be original. Bring some useful. Let me tell you something. Obsidian, your underlord over there, he doing videos about him right now. Are you upset because Obsidian is doing video after video about Kevin Samuels? Because if it wasn't for Obsidian, there would not have been a Kevin Samuels, okay? Because there was Kevin Samuels, okay? I'm just motherfucking saying. Uh, did y'all see what Food Junkie said? Thank you, Food Junkie. Food Junkie say an openly gay man with a motherfucking husband says it does seem as though some older gay men who are closeted have inner emotional issues. I'm just saying. Thank you, Food Junkie. That's all I was trying to say. But you got these ignorant ass niggas over here. They really is not even concerned about what the fuck I'm talking about. They concerned because Kevin Samuels' name is in the title of the video. Really, that's what's going on because they really don't give a fuck. It's just that they don't like the fact that I use Kevin Samuel as an example. That's really what's going on. That's why I'm doing them like this and cussing them out like this right now because they really don't give a damn about the conversation. They just want to come over here and try to usurp my shit. I don't even know why, but they be trying it. They be trying it. But it ain't gonna work. It's just gonna get you cussed the fuck out over here. And my B sector people love when I cuss a bitch out and move it right the fuck along. So I ain't got a problem with it. You don't want no actual content. You don't want no. Let me tell you something about Class Tracer, bitch. I've been on YouTube before. It was a motherfucking Kevin Samuels, bitch. And you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And evidently, I'm gonna be on after motherfucking Kevin Samuels. Make that make sense. Catch that T message. Oh, hold on, let me put. Let me. Y'all better leave me alone. Stop making me be mean. Stop making me be mean, y'all. Like for real. Hey, lady Scorpio. Hello. If you talking, love, I can't hear you. I think yeah. I think you muted. Lady Scorpio, you still on there? Hello. You muted. Lady Scorpio, I can't hear you. Might want to drop down and come back up, love. Yeah, I see you. But maybe your mic is muted or your connection is kind of faulty or something. Drop down and try to come back up, love. Oh, hold on. Let me see. She tried to put something in the private chat. She say, "Oh, you need to fix your mic." Okay, then. No problem. No worries. But yeah, so girl, Peanut King said, as men, we need to be helping our women out and fighting the enemy. You got that right. You got that right. Hey, Third World Colombian, how you doing? But yeah, that was just my opinion, y'all. You know what I mean? Opinion is an opinion. You know, folks getting their feelings about. Y'all, please hit the like button. By the way, please folks getting their feeling about people's opinions. But this is YouTube. You are on YouTube to express how you feel about a situation and give your opinion. Right, type it, but won't hit the damn link. Child, make it make sense. The double lies the double lies and get over on women and children. They hate, love, and loyalty, or even health insurance and life insurance. More out of the closet gay men are not like that, and real men don't play that. I heard that, but like I said, it would appear like to hold on, y'all. We got somebody coming on the stream. Sister Noble,
Hey,
Sister
how you
Noble.
doing? How you
Why
doing?
is that? Hey, I still saying, hey, how you? All right, how you
I'm
doing?
doing good. I'm doing good. I just had to jump up on the
How
panel,
you
girl. You
doing?
got me over here talking. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay, okay,
Something's wrong. Something's wrong with my. Hold on. Let me take my Bluetooth off. Hold on.
okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hold on.
ma'am. I can hear you. Can get some more. Ray Sean and his feelings. He said, get your big A in the kitchen and make that man something to eat. So when he gets back from his side piece, he going to lay it down for the night. Are you talking about the one that's in the house waiting for this cookout food? Is that the one you talking about, Ray's son? Boy, make it make sense. You and your fifis, I'm y'all. Did y'all remember earlier in the video when I said that it's too much feminine energy going on right now, and that is why the men are so combative, especially when it comes to the women, especially when it comes to black men and black women. The reason they are so emotional because there's yeah, food junkies, the wind chimes. Stop, Lele. Stop, baby. I can't hear, love. Okay. Y'all, that's my niece. She autistic. She love them dang on wind chimes. But Lele, don't do that, baby. Thank you, honey.
Hey, Sister Olivia.
Yeah, she out. She could come over and miss it, man. Hey, baby. Yeah, but I'm sorry about that, y'all. She like the wind chime. Sorry about that. Don't be coming to her like trying to harass me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not today. Not today. Y'all hear her laughing. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my baby. But anyway, yeah, the men are very combative. Like I said, it's too much feminine energy. The divine feminine and the divine masculine is out of whack. It's too much feminine energy going on right now. That's why you get these emotional ass men. That's why we see. That's one reason why we're seeing so much disdain for black women in particular. In the world today, honestly. Mm-hmm. And so yeah. Oh, thank you, food junkie. Yeah, she like to harass me, child. She like to harass me. Rita said, Miss O, did you hear the 911 calls? I'm trying to get your attention. No, what 911 calls, Rita? Rita, you want to hit the link and tell me the T? Let me drop the link again, y'all. Sister Noble, y'all still up there? The apology still getting. Oh, Sister Noble must have dropped down. Let me share the link again. So read again. Rita, you got to tell me the T, girl. Okay, Sister Noble, I'm going to drop it again. But yeah, I done got sidetracked, y'all. But I hate to have to go in like that, but I can't stand for nobody to act stupid. When you got everybody got a right to their own opinion, just like they got a right to counter my opinion and feel well about it because that's their opinion as well. But child, don't be trying to use your own dang on channel. That's crazy. You better go somewhere else and do that. I didn't hear about it. The 911 calls is out for Kevin Samuels. No, I didn't hear. What? Child. Ooh. My thing was it a trans woman or no? Was the booty too much for the man's heart? That's all I want to know. Can somebody, Sister Noble, you back? Now, K Will, I'm gonna block your motherfucking ass because you don't know how to act. And instead of you doing all that, why don't you hit the damn link? You got so much to say in the chat. That means you a weak bitch. You feminized and you weak because you won't hit the fucking link. Now, if you're so worried about me clout chasing, hit the link and tell her like it is. And tell me to my face. Honey. Peace out, blessed day. Gotta go. My dog. Thank you for joining, Cat Banks. Oh, Chief Fella says she is a clout chaser. Let me tell you something. I ain't got to clout chase nobody. You know how long I've been on YouTube? I ain't got to clout chase nobody. But I ain't got to clout chase Kevin Samuels because he's gone. How he died on top of me? He gone. I ain't got to clout chase no ghost. Damn it. I can die. Anyway, chat. Candy Girls, the winner has come and gone, and their asses, the only ones who left out the cold. Shaking my head. Be careful what you wish upon the divine feminine ninja. I know that's right. Be careful what you what be careful what you wish for. But we know because there's so much divine feminine energy going now, and it's overtaking masculine energy that they only want to label one another anyway. But because they only want to label, hell can't they leave us alone? Go on, okay. Just leave us alone. Why you gotta make money off of us? You know? And the stuff is really disingenuous. Love, flowers, puppies, innocence, puppy love. This whole provide protect all the business for all, not harming people. What things those fools hate. I heard that, America Jones. Hey, Dynamines, how you doing? Olivia, I have been listening. I think that gay people marrying other gay people are more common than people think. I mean, I know it's common these days. Yeah, absolutely. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I suspect that it's been happening for a long time. I don't know, but see, that's not even my issue. My issue is why some older gay men have such disdain for black women. That's the topic of the subject. But as far as them being, in love with who they want to be in love with, and all of this and all that, more power to them. I don't have no problem with nothing like that. I got a problem with men like Kevin Samuels, even some stuff Jay Wilson do, having that much open disdain for women. But my thing is why? My question is why? Why? For what? That's my issue. You know. Like I said, this is just my opinion, K. Will, but I offered to hit the link. You say go, don't care to speak. You don't care to speak to me, but you're down in the chat twerking, and typing. Hit the link. Say, let your fingers rest. You don't know what my mind is. This is my commentary. This is my opinion. And you seem to think for whatever reason that I got some kind of hate or I'm homophobic or whatever. And that's just not the truth. This is just my opinion. See, the problem, another thing that I don't like about when you're talking about when it comes to the LGBT community and men, you act like you want to muffle a person's opinion. Don't nobody have to be homophobic because they got an opinion that's not going to put your situation in such a good light. We are all human beings. I'm not going to like everything that you do. You're not going to like everything that I do. That's called life. I'm out of here. You're nothing but a clown talking about you got a perfect gator. Okay, well, I'll see you later, Buck Rogers. Thanks for your input. Thanks for being so interactive. See you, holler at you. Wouldn't want to be your buy. Okay. Child. No, you didn't say I was K. Wilson. You ain't listening. You ain't listening. I didn't say you said I was homophobic. I didn't say you said that. See what I'm saying? You're not paying attention. You so in your feelings, you can't focus. Hey, Sister Noble, you back? Anyway, let me drop the link again. How should I say it? Because black women can
Yes,
openly get the
ma'am.
D, and they secretly want the D. Okay, go ahead, love.
Yes, I am back. I am so sorry about that. I was on my cell phone earlier and it started acting up. But I just, I heard everything you said, and girl, I did not
Okay,
want to
go
say
ahead.
that, man. I'm gonna tell you, I was thinking the same thing when you said the man is in hell. I was thinking the same thing. I did not want to say it publicly, you
Uh-huh.
know, but I was thinking the
Uh-huh.
exact same thing. That man
Yeah.
done died and went to hell, and it's so sad that people
Yes.
spend their last years on this planet with all that vitriol and that hatred
Yes.
and that bitterness that they have in their heart. I just
Yes.
was doing a live stream about talking about this a few days ago, but I just didn't say, well, the man that
Yes.
probably died and went to hell. I didn't want to say that. You didn't say it for me, but I was thinking it. I
Yeah.
was thinking. I just didn't want to come out and say, well, the man probably in hell. I didn't want to say that. But you know what? When I first
Yeah.
heard that he had died, when it started trending on social media, I thought it was a hoax.
Stop,
I got to be
baby.
honest. I thought it was a hoax at first, but the more I
I
saw
did
it
too.
trending,
I
yeah,
thought he was
yeah,
Same here. I thought it was a
yeah.
hoax. I
yeah,
did.
exactly. And the more I saw it
Yeah, I thought he
trending,
was
and
trolling. Stop, baby.
yeah, the more I saw it trending, and I went on a certain channel, and they said he was dead. That's when I believed it at that point. But it is so sad that
Uh-huh.
men from his generation, that were in the closet, down low men, they felt like
Yeah.
they were, I guess, cheated out of life. You know what I mean? They almost feel like a victim. These type of men, they feel
Yeah.
like they are the
Yeah.
victim of society, and that they were treated. I mean, cheated out
Yeah.
of life.
Yeah.
Cheated out of living their lifestyle the way they wanted to
Yes.
live it. And I can understand all the hatred and the bitterness
Hmm.
that they have. But at the same time, you can't be out here,
Hmm.
spewing all that hatred toward black women. We are not the problem. We're
Yeah,
not
that's why I
the
don't
reason.
understand. I don't
Yeah,
Right.
understand why
Right.
exactly.
they're blaming black women for this.
Yeah.
We have nothing to do with
Exactly.
that. We're not the
Exactly.
we're not the ones that's
Right.
pushing that stuff around. That has nothing to do with black women as a whole.
Yeah.
And it's not even just gay men, it's trans
Exactly.
women doing this too. They have pure hatred for black women. And
I
Oh
I
yeah.
don't
agree.
get it.
Absolutely.
Because there was this other
Absolutely.
YouTuber
Have
who
you
made
seen
a
those
video.
videos?
Yeah, there was another YouTuber
Mhm.
who was a trans woman. She was blaming black women for trans women getting killed. And I was like, what? She literally
Got
was
that
blaming
something?
black
Yeah.
women for why trans women get killed. And I'm like, that doesn't make no sense. We
What?
we as a whole have nothing to do with it.
No, that don't make
We
no sense.
no, it
No,
doesn't
it don't
make
make
no
that.
sense at
That
all.
is not that is not a us problem because see, there's a lot of things that contribute to that. But make it so bad is what she need to be asking herself is why so many black LGBTQ men don't speak about it more on their channels. Because I remember Jay Wilson used to have a gentleman's panel, and I asked him a couple of times, you doing all this talking about everything else. Why are you not speaking about the fact that these trans women, as well as gay men, are getting murdered like out in the street? Black trans men and black trans and trans women, they're getting murdered right out on the street, and I don't see them. I don't see the LGBT community speaking up about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they
And
want to
and
come
and
over here and
those
blame
that are
something like that on us.
perpetuating,
That don't
yeah,
make no
exactly. And those,
sense.
yeah, those that are perpetuating the most violence against them are men. They happen to be men, not
Exactly.
not black
Exactly.
women.
Exactly, but they're
So
saying that it's because
Exactly.
we're telling black men that we're outing them as men and telling black men. I was like, how are we doing that? We have nothing to do with that. We have nothing to do with your personal life. Now, if they
And we
find
don't we
out your
don't we
real
don't see every trans woman in the world. Like what you mean?
exactly, and gay
That's
men are
illogical and it don't make sense.
it don't make no
It's
sense.
just that and I think some of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them suffer from body dysmorphia, right? To the
hmm
point to where they want a uterus, right?
yeah,
And so my thing is, if you are not all the way passing, you are just not all the way passing. All you got to do is have eyes. So a woman ain't got to tell a man that that's a trans woman at all.
yeah,
Right.
It's just
And
that it seems like some men don't even mind. Some men
right.
don't mind, and some men, I think that I saw a video. I don't know what movie that was. Uh, I saw I saw a movie one time. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie, but what was the name of the movie? Shoot, I forgot what I was trying to say. Y'all go ahead. I'll think of it in a minute. I lost my
See,
train of thought. But
it's not
anyway,
black
yeah, we
it's
ain't
not
gotta ask
oh,
them.
go ahead.
That's illogical.
But it's not
No, I'm
black
just saying
woman's
that's illogical. That don't
oh,
even make sense.
right.
yeah,
Exactly. It's not a black woman's job to help a trans woman date a black man. That's not our job to do that. That's your job to vet every man you see and find the man that can accept you for who you are. That's not our job to tell them to accept you. We can't make men do whatever we can't make men to do that. If they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. We can't make them do that.
exactly.
So y'all can't sit here and blame us for that shit. Y'all need to vet every man, like every woman out there who vets men. You need to vet every man and find a man who will accept you for who you are. I'm tired of this hate against black women from the LGBT and from heterosexual men. I'm tired of this
hmm
crap.
hmm
That everybody's going after
Right.
black women. Everybody got to blame black women. Go find yourself and if you have issues with your fucking mom, then go settle those issues. You know, go settle
Yeah.
those issues.
Yeah,
Don't blame that on
yeah, I'm
black
glad you
women as
said
a
a lot
whole.
of it is mommy issues.
hmm
A lot of it is
Exactly.
mommy
It
issues. I
is. A
agree. But
lot of it
Food
is
Junkie
mama
said,
issues.
just like, right, right, right. And you're right about that, Candy Girl. A lot of transgender women that I've seen online are very misogynistic. I don't even know if they
Mm.
realize that that part is coming out in them. But they are very misogynistic, very much so.
They
And a
Well,
are
you know,
lot
I'm gonna
of
tell
gay
you, I'm
very
gonna
men
tell you, no matter
are
misogynistic.
what
very
you do to try to
misogynistic.
trans,
That's why they love
yeah,
around into the. That's why they love that black manosphere. They are very misogynistic.
yeah, but see, no
Exactly.
matter
I mean,
what you do to try to transform yourself from a man to a woman, you're a man. Okay. You a man biologically. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't care what you do. You can grow breasts. You can,
Yep.
chop your dick off. You're still gonna be a man.
Yep.
Okay. And that aggression is still gonna come out. And let's
And
let's
it's
just
never
face
going to
it.
be
Let's
enough.
face it. Most men are
Right? It's
aggressive. They
never going to
are
be
very
enough.
aggressive. Yeah.
and
Yes.
And that's
By
and
yeah.
nature, they're
you
aggressive. They're supposed
Yeah.
to be.
exactly. And you can't change people's opinion about you. You got to live with the way you live. I can't change white. I
No.
can't change racist people's opinion about
Yeah.
me being black. So you can't change other people's opinion about you being trans,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not. That's just the way
Exactly.
the world goes. People are
Right.
going to love you and people are going to hate you. You got to live with that shit. Just
Yeah.
like black people got to live with being black.
Yep. Every day. I have
Hey,
I have
That's
hey.
right.
gay I have of quite a few gay people in my family, and I don't judge them, I don't criticize them. I may not agree with their lifestyle. I have a cousin that want to marry a woman right now. I have a female cousin that want to marry a woman. I don't judge, I don't criticize her. I just, she has to,
Right.
find out on her
Right.
own, what this lifestyle is about, because it's not an easy lifestyle being gay in this damn country. I can tell you that now. I'm heterosexual, thank God for that. Y'all, I am in my 10th year of being celibate, and I don't miss sex. I don't miss it. Okay, I don't miss it. Especially dealing with these
Same as
assholes out here in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't miss
right.
it at all. And baby, it's a lot of assholes out here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ooh,
Okay,
Lord.
it's a lot of tranny chasers out here. It's a,
Yep.
it's a
Uh-huh.
lot of
A
gay
lot of them
men.
DL dudes
Okay, yeah,
too.
oh yeah, it's a lot of gay men out here, openly gay men. Okay, and it's okay to, like, be open about your shit, but don't try to force that shit on everybody else. Don't try to make everybody else accept that lifestyle, because everybody's not going to accept that lifestyle. Now, if you want to go and do you,
Exactly.
that's on you. Okay,
I mean, you
that's
got the
on you.
freedom to be out all you want now, but you can't expect anybody to accept that. Just
Exactly.
like
Don't,
I
don't
can't
yeah,
expect racists to accept me as a black American. I can't expect that. They're not going to. They're not. A lot of them aren't going to, and I live with that. I got to live with that. That's life, you
yeah,
know. So and that's why I don't understand DL dudes. Why are y'all on the down low cheating on your wife and being
yeah,
with other men? Do you know how many diseases are out there? STIs are out there. Like y'all
yeah,
don't really give a fuck about your own health and other people's safety. Like y'all really nasty like that? Come on. This is
yeah, yeah,
bullshit. This stuff got to
yeah.
stop.
And they are
And
passing diseases.
that's why I
You know.
said this is a pure hatred for women and black, especially black women. This is a pure
Mm,
hate for black women, because if you cared about that black wife of
Right.
yours,
Gay
you
are
wouldn't be out
the
there
thing
cheating on
is,
her.
they are straight. Right. Right.
yeah,
But when it comes to black men and black women, there's a hate for black women. For the gay are straight when it comes to black men. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just beyond.
Mm,
Because if there wasn't, number one, the femicide rate wouldn't be so high. Number two, you want to have all, these men, the entertainers, just it's like the attack on the black woman, gay, straight, bi, whatever. You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? Just they hate the black woman, but the black woman has always held you down, and you turned against her. But one reason why you turn against the black woman is because you really rail against her, because she is no longer standing by and letting you do to her what you want to do to her. And so since you can't have your way and you extra emotional, or you might have mommy issues, you probably mad at your mama for nothing. Do you see what I'm
Mm,
saying? They blame the black woman for everything, right?
everything.
Everything bad. It's the black woman's fault.
Everything.
And
Every
but
single
part of the
thing.
reason is because they scared. They scared to place the blame on who they need to place the blame on.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they
Mm-hmm.
are not afraid to verbally beat us down or
Yeah.
kill us. You know what I mean? Like they are getting killed. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah,
they do
yeah, they
white
done made us
supremacy's
the easy
job
targets.
for white supremacy.
Yeah, they done
Okay?
made us easy
Yeah,
targets.
they
That's
just
what
like
it
they
is.
got a target on their back when it comes to white supremacy racism, they put a
Yeah,
target on our back.
yeah, exactly. They
Like
done
I
made
said,
us
that's
the
why
easy
Exactly.
target.
femicide rate is so high. But
Like,
like I said,
yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to show y'all this right here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But oh, hold up. Let me see if I can
Mm.
look. This right here, this Marlon Wayans.
Uh-huh.
Here he is, a big up in Kevin Samuels. Like, well, agree. So I guess agree or disagree. Marlon Wayans says Kevin Samuels provided bold medicine that wasn't
Wow.
sweet. If you hate it, why tune in? Appreciate you trying to hold on, and express masculinity. That he, in my opinion, Kevin Samuels is absolutely not expressing
Is
masculinity.
Marlon
Okay,
Wayans
he
dumb
was
or something?
expressing hate speech.
Yeah, I mean, he
Exactly.
wasn't really speaking his truth, because if he really was
But you know, a
speaking
lot
his
of them feel it.
truth, he
I
would
see.
have, yeah, he would have, declared himself a gay male
Right,
publicly, if
and
he really
really,
Facts.
what
was
probably what put
in his truth. Yeah,
right,
go ahead.
You
what put
there?
honestly speaking, the thing that probably put him in the ground, and I'm talking about Kevin Samuels, was
Hmm.
stress. Stress put him in the
Exactly.
ground, if
Oh
And
yeah.
anything.
poor health. He
Okay,
had poor health. It don't care if you fat or
and
skinny.
that's
If
and
you have
I was
poor health, that could put you in the ground regardless of what
right,
size you are. If you ain't eating right
Yeah,
right,
and
see,
you
the stress,
chucking
the,
down
the
right,
that
stress made
Red
it
Bull and
worse.
all that.
Yeah, the stress, the
right.
stress made it worse. With the bad health, the stress made it worse, and he had a cardiac arrest as a result.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
yeah. Stress probably what put him in the ground.
yeah,
Truth be
yeah.
told,
I just like what makes me
you
so
know.
mad about
But
with Marlon
they
Wayne.
wanna.
Oh, go ahead.
I seen.
Go ahead. I think it was
No,
delayed.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, you
Yeah,
go
what
ahead.
thank you, Auntie Olivia. What really makes me mad with Marlon Wayne saying is like, how is he doing? How is he expressing masculinity?
Mm,
Since when was it okay to, tell a woman that if your daughter lies about a man going and putting his hands on a chat on her, that you shouldn't believe her? Like what? That's expressing masculinity. That's trifling. That's
mm,
disgusting. What the hell? You know what I mean? That pissed me off because
mm,
you know so many young girls go through this shit in our community. They go through it in our community and their mothers don't believe them, and they end up being runaways. They end up being reckless. They end up going down the wrong path because nobody believes them. And you got this some bitch Kevin Sims, and they showed the clip of him literally saying that to a mom. Like, come on, keep it real.
Can I
You
just
know?
say that is the reason I was trying to hold on to my moral compass when it came to Kevin Samuels, and I hadn't heard that until I heard that clip. I think yesterday or the day before, when I heard that coming out of that man's mouth, I said, "You know what? That is a freaking demon." Okay,
Yes. You got
that
that
ain't
right,
nothing but a
Auntie. That's a
demon. That when
demon.
I went in earlier on that demon, yeah, that's not a human being. You're not human if you say something like that. You are a straight up freaking demon. You are a demon.
I don't care what anybody
Sam,
says. I will always believe
can
my child over a total stranger over anybody because my kids
absolutely.
come first. Period. They came out of me. They are part of me. They
All
are
right,
a
good
part
to
of
know.
my soul, and therefore I believe everything they say. Kids are innocent. They ain't gonna sit there and lie to you in your face.
Exactly.
They gonna tell you the
Everything.
truth, especially if they're harmed. They're being
Huh.
harmed. They will tell you the truth. If they're harmed and they're scared and they want their mom to help them, they will
Right.
tell you. They will come to you and tell you the fucking truth. Kids don't lie about that.
mm-hmm.
Guaranteed they don't lie about
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And they
these
probably
men that are
already done been
caping,
threatened anyway.
yeah, these men that are caping for Kevin
It's
Samuels,
disgusting.
they got some vitriol and hatred in their heart for black women too. Those that are caping for Kevin
Yes, they
Samuels,
do, and
yeah,
it's just sick.
yeah,
It's sick. It's just sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
That- I wouldn't want
For
my
that to
daughter
come out of
going
his mouth.
near
Now I didn't
anybody.
even know that he went that low.
Mm. Yeah,
But
did you
he
all
did.
hear him
Yep.
talk about women that are past the age of 35 that are unmarried or leftovers? Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that.
So
Child, I heard
I
that.
said, honey, when I heard it,
But he
well,
ain't got to
not
worry about
not
nobody over the age of
I
35
didn't
no
hear it
more.
on
He
Kevin
dead.
Samuels' channel. Exactly. I didn't hear it on Kevin Samuels' channel. It was trending on social media when I heard it. I was like, I wasn't offended. I mean, I'm 47, going on 48 in August. I'm unmarried, but I was not offended by the comments because I know, how I feel about myself
Oh
as a
yeah, yeah.
woman.
I wouldn't have figured either.
I have self-esteem, I have self-esteem, and no man can trick me into bed with him. I was dealing with somebody that tried, that tried to get back with me, and I didn't want him because he's an asshole. He was verbally and
Yeah,
emotionally abusive.
exactly.
So I cut him off, I rejected him. And he tried his best now. He tried his best to get back with me. He kept calling, texting, to this same day, he's still texting and calling, so, but the thing is, I know that he's an asshole. I know that he's a sociopath. So that's why I didn't hook back up with him. And a lot of women need to, they need to separate themselves from these assholes that they know
Exactly. And a lot of
personally.
women need to
Yeah,
understand, need to be comfortable with being with themselves and being
exactly,
alone. I think the
exactly.
problem with a lot of black women is they are so afraid of being alone. They have abandonment issues because most of them never had their father in their life.
Yeah,
Majority of black women have not had their father in their life. So they
yeah,
have abandonment issues and they cling to these dusty, crusty men and think these dusty, crusty men are gonna fill that emptiness in them. And it's
yeah,
not. It's
yeah.
not. You got to learn to be on
And
your
that's
own
that's
and be
what.
by yourself.
Yeah.
You got to
Yes, that's
do
why.
that.
That's why I don't like that when you got people coming on here talking about they for black women's empowerment and they hustling, especially when it comes to young women because of what you just said, and because so many women, especially young women, it would appear that, and I had no idea this was going on, that their self-esteem, they're getting it in validation through online
Mm,
stuff that people online say, but
that is
that
so
just show how
sad.
disconnected people
Mm,
are to reality,
yeah,
especially young people. That's why they got their devices in their hand. They would rather, I've heard of young people having whole relationships via text message and stuff like that. Because,
oh
back in our
God.
day, you had to actually interact with a person. Call and talk to them on the phone, write them a letter,
Mm,
go meet up with them, go out on a proper date and all this and all that.
mm,
But to have these young women out here and they really listening to everything that these he-man woman haters, these he-man black woman haters have to say is beyond me. And that really makes
mm,
me feel away. Because I don't trust none of them online. And then, like I said, I don't even, I have to gauge my masculinity coming from via the men that I see in my family. And like I said earlier, my husband wouldn't be caught dead online having any kind of online conversation on YouTube, on Facebook, on
mm.
nothing. He don't even like the freaking text message, okay? The only time he touching
Wow.
the computer is to do it for his job, and he don't like to do it then. Okay, he don't have time for all that.
Yeah.
He think it's silly,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Yeah.
the
The
only way
real
I
men,
gauge
you
that.
don't never
But like
see
I said, they're uber
most of the real
emotional
men,
online in particular.
right? You don't never
You don't
see
have
most of
time, honey.
the working men. They don't have time to be online with that bullshit. That's why
Exactly,
you see some people say, "Who's
exactly.
Kevin
It's a bunch
Samuel?"
of
Like
nonsense.
my husband didn't even know who Kevin Samuel is, and I showed him that video, and he said,
Uh,
"What the
yeah, I
hell?"
didn't even mention
Like
it to mine because you
he
don't
was just
know.
sick. He's like,
Right?
people,
I didn't
men
mention it to
actually
mine.
listen to him.
Mm. Well, I heard it was more female followers he had than male
Exactly.
Yeah,
followers.
that's sad. That's
You
even more
know.
sad. That's
Yeah.
that's 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 just
And
really
I believe
sad.
it too, because unfortunately, women like I don't these type of men. They think that if they curse at them enough, online or offline, they'll change. But you can't change a man. And it come to Kevin Samuels. I believe that he had more female followers, just like that Jay Wilson over them women over there coddling him
Mm.
and stroking him up and down when he don't give a damn about
Right?
you. Okay,
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
think they can
how he
speak
feel
life
about
into
one
these
person, one
men.
female that he
Mm-mm.
cussing out. It's how he feel about all of them.
Mm.
Period.
Nah, you
And
Wow.
so
can't.
I don't
When
give him
that
no slack on here. I don't
nah,
give a fuck. My opinion is what it is.
I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a
I
lot
don't
of
care
Kevin
nothing about him.
Samuels in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a lot of Kevin Samuels in Atlanta, Georgia.
oh
I say it.
Lord,
Oh,
I,
oh,
I
honey,
believe
it's
it.
it's a lot of them here.
I
Okay,
believe it.
Competition,
and
I
honey.
hate
wholeheartedly
women.
believe it.
Yeah, and the
They
homicide
wasting up
rate is
energy.
high. With women, black women, the homicide rate is high for black women here in Atlanta, Georgia, also. Okay, and you can go missing. You can end up missing in this motherfucker. If you meet the wrong person, you can end up in the river somewhere.
Oh
Oh
In
no.
my
Chattanooga,
God.
honey, y'all, trust me. Okay, I've been here since the mid '80s. Me and my mom moved here in the mid '80s from Miami, Florida, and I'm gonna tell you now. This place, this is. I think black males here are the worst type of black males in the whole country. I'm just gonna be honest. I gotta be honest.
I had never
Surprised how.
until can I just say this until I had got online, y'all. I had no idea of the amount of hate that black men had. Some black men hate, gay or straight or trans, had for black
Hmm.
women. I had no idea the level of disdain, but I
Oh, ho,
learned I
ho.
learned a lot of lessons,
Auntie Olivia,
because
they
you
sure
kind of
as
be in
heck
your
do.
bubble when, yeah,
They
yeah.
sure as
I
heck
look at
do.
a whole lot of things differently, in the
Mm.
world via being online. You know what I mean? I learned so much. It's just really disheartening. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've seen some
I
really
got a whole
painful
education online when
comments.
it comes to.
I've seen some painful
Hmm.
comments from gay men and trans women talking about black women, like black gay men and trans women. It was very painful to see, you know.
And my thing is,
I
don't
mean,
you have a mama? You came from a woman. You might have a sister.
right?
Just like all of that.
Like it's
I mean,
crazy to
it's
me.
I be like, child.
Like why though?
One of them
Like
folks
But
got
at the
mommy
end of the
issues.
day, like I said, stress is killing them. Yeah, they got a
Yeah.
lot of them got mommy issues, but you know what? You can have the best mommy in the world, and still they can still, especially when it comes to the trans, men and the gay men, they can have mamas right by the good mamas, and I always supported them, and they'll still feel like they're in competition with a woman, in particular a black woman, and so for that reason they come online and spew all this vitriol towards bio women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
because they feel like they're in competition via that feminine energy. Some of them, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying I've seen a lot of videos, and you can kind of read between the lines with a lot of this. I can anyway, and I really think they in competition to the point to where they want to have some kind of uterine transplants. They even think they want to be in competition when it comes to having a baby child. I was like, Lord, now you maybe can implant a uterus, but biologically, how is that gonna work? Because you need a
I
lot
don't
more
get it.
than the machinery. Do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to when it comes to birthing a child, you got all these chromosomes, and you got this mitochondria, DNA. I mean, it's a whole lot of stuff go into it. That if you're a bio man, how is that gonna work for you? But
Right.
these scientists are evil. They're the devil, child. Maybe they can do anything. I don't know. I don't put nothing past nobody no more.
I just,
I seen a
I
video
think
where they
I
was
think they
trying
got a
to
lot of
in the
issues.
future. They do. Well,
Or
some of it, in my opinion, is mental illness, and some of it
yeah,
is what do you call it? I talked about it earlier. Some of it is when you body dysmorphia. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
some of it is body dysmorphia. I'm not saying all of it is when it comes to trans men and women, but I think in a
yeah.
lot of cases it's body dysmorphia. It's
I
it's
think a
something
lot
wrong
of
with you
them
chemically
before they,
when you
yeah,
feel
before they
like
get into.
you
Oh, go
was
ahead.
I'm a woman on the inside or I'm a man on the inside. I'm just saying I think it's something wrong with them chemically. Some of them for them to be thinking that.
Yeah,
Some I ain't
yeah.
saying all, but for some, I really
I
do
think the
believe that.
ones who have like serious issues, like family issues and all that, they really need to see therapy first and foremost.
Yeah,
Therapy, and they
absolutely.
need to find closure with their family. They need to come to terms and find closure with
Yeah,
their family because a lot of them don't find closure with their family, and they go through this transition and then they just wilding out and cussing everybody out, attacking women in stores, attacking women outright, saying that your vagina is
yeah,
meaningless. Like, why would you say that? I've there's
right,
literal trans
right. If
and
it was
trans women have
meaningless,
said that.
if it was so meaningless, then why is they trying to get one? Why are they having surgeries to get one if it's so meaningless? I
That's
tell
what
you,
I'm
it's
saying.
competition. They think they're in competition with a woman. It's ridiculous. Some of them,
Like,
and I
get it
really feel that
together.
way. That's
Like,
just
oh
how I
my
feel
god.
about it, like it or not.
Like,
Yeah,
they
the
need to
shit is
find
really
closure
weird.
within themselves. Like, something wrong. They need to find closure
Yeah,
within themselves. For real.
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. And
But to come out here and
you
spew all
know,
this vitriol, they ain't doing nothing to killing you. It's
right?
killing them,
It
and it don't make
is.
no sense. It's just how I feel about it. But I don't. It's
Like,
just people. They feel like they can just come online and get behind or whatever, and they are just free to be as mean as they want to be.
yeah.
It's just crazy. crazy. It's unfortunate though, but yeah. Food Junkie said thank you for saying some. Oh yeah, absolutely, Food Junkie.
Yeah, because
I'm not putting all gay men or even trans women in the same basket.
no,
I never would do that. Some, that's why I put
there's
some in the
some of
title
them
of the
out there
video,
doing
y'all.
that stuff.
And if y'all notice that some, yeah, this is my opinion about some, gay men and some, trans women. Just some, not all. I don't know everybody. It's just, in my opinion, is based on what I've seen online, because I don't see this out in the world.
Yeah, I don't see this when I'm walking
I
down the
don't see no
street, and
trans woman walking up to a black
no,
woman.
this is usually the toxic ones online. The
You
ones
know,
in real life, I don't see them
right
doing that.
online,
The
right?
toxic
Uh huh.
ones online, some of the gay men online and gay and trans women online, they be really toxic as hell. But you walk down the street and you run into a trans
Right, and
woman
they do more harm than
or a,
good.
yeah, like this, some of them be acting real
Yeah, they
like that's why
sometimes, and
I
I
can't
really think that
understand.
they do more harm than good. Like Food Junkie, yeah, like Food Junkie, he a pretty Food Junkie is a balanced man. He can see what I'm saying. But when you put all gay men in the same box, what I mean, it's not fair. Just like we don't want
No, it's not fair.
all of us women put into the same box. And so it's just
Yeah.
like it'd be a lot going on.
It's just
But yeah,
making
no,
me
I would never
sad
put everybody in
because
the same box.
it's just making me sad because some of the trans women
You would
feel
start to
that
feel
black,
away Food Junkie.
yeah,
Food Junkie, I wish you would
oh,
hit the link.
hit the
I wish Food
link,
Junkie would hit the link, y'all. Because
hit
he
the
got so
link.
much input. You know what I mean? He's really balanced about, these conversations. And it would be good to hear,
Yeah,
from a gay man.
yeah, I want to hear from a gay
But
man's
all that vitriol
perspective.
is not called for,
One thing that hurt me so
you
much is
know.
hearing them
But Food Junkie in
say
the
that.
comment section.
Oh, go ahead. Auntie, the one thing that makes me sad is that they blame black women. It's like, why are you blaming black women for that shit? You can blame some of the black women you come in contact with who are fucked up, but don't blame all of us for that. Literally had a trans woman online. She made a channel and she made a video blaming black women, saying black women are causing the death of trans women. I'm like, why would you say that? Like, why would you even say
Right.
that?
That's so
That's
out of this so
evil.
yeah. It's, it's just don't.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
uncalled for, especially
it
since
just
it's
seems
not
like
true.
we have
You know what
become
I
the
mean?
scapegoat. It seems like we have become the scapegoat for everybody's problems, for all of the black community's problems, including
Literally the
black
Yes,
punching
males,
bag for
absolutely. What you
everybody.
said?
We're
transgender
literally
black
punching
males,
bag.
including yeah, including transgenders, including the LGBT community in general. And I'm sick of it. And like you ladies are saying, we're tired of hearing this rhetoric, this vitriol online against black women because we're not your fucking problem. You need to go and handle whatever trauma you have
Right.
been carrying around since childhood or young adulthood. A lot of people are carrying a lot of trauma. They need to go get some damn help. They need to go see a
Exactly.
psychotherapist. But don't take that shit out on me because you
Right.
have trauma from your past. I mean, things have happened to all of us. I was molested at the age of 5. I don't walk around here hating all men on the planet just because I was molested at the age of 5. But I don't deal with these
Right?
assholes now as an adult because I just see they full of shit. And I don't want to be bothered
Right?
with them. And a lot of them are verbally abusive and very aggressive toward women. And I'm just not going to tolerate that. Period. You're
Facts.
not going to control me. I'm a Leo. First of all, you ain't going to be able to control me no way because I'm a damn Leo. And secondly, I ain't finna let you, denigrate me on a daily basis and think that you finna get away with that shit. You're not finna mistreat me and think
Child,
that you're
I'm a
going to get away with
Scorpio.
it.
I'm a Scorpio. We don't like
Exactly.
being controlled at all.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna
Exactly.
control a Scorpio. You better
Yeah.
watch out for that. Don't
You ain't
even
gonna
try
control a
it.
Leo. Mm-mm. You're not gonna control a Leo female either. I'll tell you now.
Leos
And
don't
and
like
you
it
and
either.
you can be beating the shit out of them, and you're still not gonna be able to control it. But I ain't never got
No.
my ass beat. I'm just saying, okay. I ain't never got my ass beat by a man. But I'm just saying, you can be beating the shit out of a Leo woman, and you still won't be able to control her. You still won't be. So I find that most black males, these assholes that down here in Atlanta, Georgia, they are very fucking. A lot of them are weirdos. A lot of them are
Didn't the
psychologically
woman get
damaged.
shot down there when she was on a date
Uh,
with her boyfriend, and
yes,
some dude was trying to holler at her and he
yes,
shot her in the foot?
that happened.
Wow.
That's real. A young girl got beat to death. They found her in East Point, Georgia. Young girl, like I think 16 years of age. They still have yet to find the suspect, but this young girl is probably a runaway from home and got with the wrong person. And it was more than likely a guy, okay, who was probably pimping her out, okay. And the girl
Exactly.
ended up dead right in East Point, Georgia. So
Oh my
it's
God.
a lot of y'all, sex trafficking is
So
horrible down
bad.
here. Yeah,
It's
it's
bad in
horrible.
Florida
Yeah.
too. You got to watch out in
Yeah,
Florida.
exactly.
You got to watch out in
So
Florida. You got to watch out. Yeah, it's getting real
yeah,
bad. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. And it's just, it's just a lot that I see on a regular basis that I just didn't want to be bothered with. And I just decided to be by myself, and I don't mind being a bachelorette. I'm loving it. I love it. I don't feel lonely at all. I didn't I ain't let too many men take advantage of me sexually. So I don't feel like a leftover at all. Like Kevin Samuel said, we've all leftovers over the age of 35, unmarried. I don't feel like a fucking leftover because I didn't allow men to take advantage of me sexually. Okay. And
Right.
there's one nigga that tried to, I shut that motherfucker down. I shut him down years ago. Okay. I cut him off in 2013, when he spoke to me crazy on the phone. That's why I cut him off. I cut his ass off in 2013 because he spoke to me crazy. His name is Black Sun. Okay. I don't know whether you heard of him, but he's, over there. He used to be in Nandy's camp. Okay. He used to be over there with Nandy. Okay. But his name is Black Sun. I met that asshole in East Point, Georgia back in 2011. And I cut his ass off in 2013 because he was disrespectful to me on the phone. And I just cut him off. I didn't want to be bothered with that, you know. But he came back around the corner, started reaching back out to me in 2018. First, he started sending me a message on social media. He started messaging me on social media at first. That was 2018, and somehow he slithered his way back into my life, and I allowed him to come back around. Okay, I allowed him. I take full responsibility for that because I let this motherfucker come back into my sphere. I let him come back into my life. You know, and he stabbed me in my back twice last year. Okay, he stabbed me in my back twice, and I cut him off last year. But then, something happened where this girl accused him of sexual assault. Okay, a young woman
Lord.
accused him of sexual assault. Yeah, something happened where a young woman in Alabama accused him of sexual assault, and somehow I let this motherfucker come back into my sphere, like I said, you know, because somebody was accusing him of also sexually assaulting me. And that never happened. That never
Ooh,
happened.
child.
I never was sexually assaulted by him. So, of course, I came back out on social media, you know, basically to set the record straight. I came back out on social media back in March, setting the record straight that this man never sexually assaulted me. Okay. And
Okay.
although I
And
filed a
although
police
I filed
report,
a police report,
although I filed a police
although I
report
filed a
on
police
him
report on him
back in
back
December
in
of last
His
December
year.
of
mic is
last year. Mike is
Yeah.
yeah.
who's that? Your mic is there you go. Somebody else came up on the platform.
Yes. And although I filed a police report against him back in December, it was for another incident. It had nothing to do with any sexual assault, anything like that. It was for something else. Okay. But, he I'm sorry, he claimed that he did a sex tape of me and him back in 2013 that he went on Nandy's panel and bragged about back in December last year. That was what my police report was about. Okay. Because he went on Nandy's panel claiming that he did a sex video without my consent, without my knowledge, using hidden cameras around his apartment. Okay. So that's why I came back on social media, you know, that,
Who did you say that was?
yeah, that was Black Sun. His name is Black Sun.
Black Sun. Oh,
Black
okay.
Sun.
I thought you was talking
He
about
used
that
to
weird
be,
ass game changer. Is this you, Food Junkie?
okay.
Is Food Junkie still up here? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Is Food Junkie still up here?
Food truck is
He
still up
might have
there.
came with
Might
It's
that. No,
me.
he's still up here. Maybe
No, he's
get
still
it.
up there. Maybe get it.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
me.
hey, love. How you
Oh, hi
doing?
love, how you doing?
Doing well. How
Hey,
are
I,
you?
I
Hey,
I love to hear what you have the conversation. I love to hear what you had to say about our conversation.
Okay. First off, good evening, ladies. How y'all
Oh,
doing today?
Good evening. How you doing?
Fine. Good evening.
Doing well. That was a dry fine.
Oh no, no, no. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with
can
you.
y'all
First off,
maybe
Olivia.
mute your mic?
First off, Olivia, you
Go
know
ahead,
how I feel
Pooja.
about Kevin Samuels. I don't like Kevin Samuels, but at the same time, I don't believe that man is gay because he identified himself as heterosexual. I know how you feel about him as well, so we can establish that. You think he is. I think he said what he is. So I don't care about his sexuality
Okay.
whatsoever. His
Okay.
his information, his rhetoric is definitely problematic, not only for black women but for the black community as a whole. He has, although he has said some truths, I feel that his actual delivery was definitely off-putting, and the message got lost in the delivery. For whatever he was trying to say, it was lost by how he said it, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. And so my thing is that, like, one way or the other, I never knew him. I never watched him. I did do commentary on him twice. And the first time, I think over here in the beef sector that I did commentary was when he said to the lady, "You're an 8 at best." I felt that was totally disrespectful and out of pocket. And then a couple of days later, he said something else about a black woman that I felt was out of pocket. So I did commentary on that. Like I said, I never watched him. I only had the sound bites of those two incidents that I did commentary on. And being black, being a man, being bisexual, being married to a man, all those things, and having a mother, sister, nieces, stuff like that, women in my family that I love and appreciate and respect. I just felt that it takes a weak individual itself, regardless of your sexuality or your gender, to allow someone else to tell you who you are. It takes a weak individual, someone who's not secure in who they are, to allow someone else to make you feel some type of way about who you are or what you present to the world. That's just my opinion. I do believe, like I
I
said
agree.
in my first comment
I,
in here, is that certain men of a certain age who have been closeted their entire life have emotional issues that they haven't yet dealt with, which means they take that out on other people in general, not just women or black women, but also on other men as well. They take those things out because they haven't truly understood who they are, what they're about, and things of that nature. So I understand that these are all women, and this is a mostly women atmosphere and gay men atmosphere. It's, for me, someone said in your chat, it's not about sexuality. It's not about gender. It's about, for me, human nature
right.
and human reaction with one another. And if you're not comfortable within yourself,
Um,
regardless of what your sexuality is or your gender is, you are not able to be comfortable in the world in general. And that's just my opinion.
I agree. I agree.
I get what you're saying now.
Why do you think that they come online? Men like Kevin Samuels, like Kevin Samuels, and even Jay Wilson at some point in time. It's of a certain age is what I'm talking about. Why do you think that a lot of them come online and lash out against women?
Well, I'm not a psychologist or
Pooja.
psychiatrist. I have no kind of medical degrees, but just in my humble
I mean, in
opinion,
your
I
opinion.
feel that,
Right,
yeah, I
right.
feel that a lot of these men who come online are not secure in who they are. And this is, like I always say, the most popular they have ever been. They have grown up that little skinny, weak,
Mhm.
awkward child who's gotten picked on, who's gotten bullied,
Yeah,
who's gotten all these things. And this is an atmosphere to be whomever you want to be. You throw on a mask, you throw on some glasses, you throw on a blazer, you throw on some cologne, and you're the man. You
right.
you throw out your degrees, you throw out your quote unquote work experiences and things of that nature. You're articulate, you speak well, you're well spoken. Somebody may find you attractive every once in a while. And next thing you know, you think that you're somebody, you think that you made it. This is your place. You found your tribe.
Mm.
online, people
Mm.
find their tribes. People gather toward you as if you are this Messiah, and they're eagerly listening to what you say. And when there's money involved, you have to keep on doing that thing that attract people to you in order for you to maintain whatever status or quote unquote clout that you gained here online, because you don't have that in real life. Online is fantasy.
Yeah.
Online is a
Yes.
fabrication. Online is a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. So when you have this microcosm sewn in and you're comfortable and you're secure and you're warm and you're comfy in that thing, that's your security blanket, it's hard for you to present who you are in the real world. It's hard for you to show the world who you are, because in
Right.
the real world, you have been denounced. You have been left. I love the one time. I don't hear 'em. But yeah, in the real world, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get that comfort zone that you have, and you don't mind selling your soul for a
Right.
couple of shillings, in my opinion.
30 pieces of silver.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, when he was talking about black men, nobody watched his channels. But when he got on black women, people started contributing into his channel. You start seeing them coming in droves. That just made no sense to me. When he was critiquing black men, and yes, preferably black men, nobody watched his channels. Nobody was subscribing to his channels. Nobody was supporting his channels until he started talking about black women or women in general. And that's
Yeah,
just
but
weird to me.
Food Junkie talk about the other person. Right.
Okay,
QI, are
okay.
you still on here?
Yes, I was just waiting.
Is this QI?
Yes, this
Okay,
is
go
QI.
ahead.
Can
How
you
you
hear
doing?
me? Salute, salute.
I can.
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I can. Yes, I can hear
Yeah, I
you.
can hear you.
Okay. Well,
Can you
salute,
hear
Miss
me?
Olivia. Yeah, I can hear you. Salute, Miss Olivia. Salute, Sister Noble. Salute, Food Junkie. And I didn't remember the name of the other person on the phone. I'm on my phone and not my computer. But I would first like to go. I have several points that I want to make. The first point is that I back up Food Junkie. Like a lot of times within, like I hate that, that they group the LGBT community together, because just like black people, we're individuals and we all stand on what we stand on. Everybody has their own mind, and everybody doesn't operate as robots or groups. And just
Right.
like
That's why I
y'all,
said some. Oh, hold on, QI.
right, right.
QI, can I just say this? That's why I said some. I'm not talking about the totality. I was just talking about some, in my opinion.
I
Just wanted to
got you.
say that. I'm
I
sorry. Go ahead.
understand. Yeah, I do understand, and that's why I came up to like to say basically like it's a lot. If y'all notice, like Miss Olivia, I'm from the conscious sector, and that didn't fit my suit. That didn't fit me, because they operate sort of cultish. And then I've been in the beef sector. And I've been in a lot of sectors. Anytime it deals with black, I'm in there. But one of the things that I have learned is that you can't, like you can't back nobody wholeheartedly, because you might agree with what some people say, but then there are sometimes going to be some things that you may not agree with. So I've learned to, like you said, eat the meat and spit out the bones, right? You just, pretty much go with what you agree with. And like Food Junkie, I back you up on this. Like, you don't see me out here. I'm not no LGBT squad, even though I'm one of the people who probably I go to the meetings, unlike a lot of those people. I go to certain things, and then I can't even say like that. Well, I'm not gonna even say that, but I back you up, Food Junkie, because everybody doesn't believe in the same things. And one of the things that Food Junkie is saying, and one of the things that I'm saying, that is that just because we're, like LGBT, like I'm a lesbian or have been a lesbian, and he is, like I want to say gay. I don't want to disrespect you, Food Junkie,
But it doesn't mean that we agree and, to everything that all of these people be doing. And I think a lot of people get that mixed up. And then it's just not within the LGBT community, it's also within the Black community. It's like everybody assumes that somebody should fit into one box or the other, when it's not that simple. We all have our own minds. We're all critical or free thinkers. We all have our own opinions. So just because, we might have, because we have multiple identities. We're not, multiple identities. Just because we have multiple identities don't mean that we fit precisely in those boxes. And so I'm glad that y'all are calling out people for who they are. But at the same time, like I need our people to realize that, we're all individuals and that's a part of freedom. Freedom is being able to be free to do what makes you feel good as long as it doesn't hurt another person. And I really need our people to see that first. But at the same time, I really need our people to stop grouping with, because you have the opposite side. You have people grouping and protecting people with bad behaviors, based on the fact that they fit into a certain group. Don't protect bad behaviors. I'm so-called LGBTQ, but I don't protect bad behaviors. Like I don't support it. I don't attack. And like it's certain things that I just don't believe in doing. I don't believe in giving certain things my energy. And it's unfortunate that as Black people, a lot of times we give our energy to the things that mean us the least, or the things that are detrimental to us, instead of giving our energy to something that can help us progress as a collective. So I don't know if what I just said was understood. I don't, people, oh, you're a cult. Sometimes just because you're silent and you don't jump out here, fighting and attacking and windmilling every issue, people think that, you're weak or something like that. And sometimes it doesn't mean that. Sometimes it means that you're analyzing, you're reflecting, deflect, like you're trying to see where stuff really is and where you fit into that puzzle. And so that's all that I'm saying. But I am grateful that people are speaking up. But but the thing that I said is like we have so many cults within the Black community, just like Nature Boy. I'm just like, thank God. I've been on that fight lately. But like we have to stop putting everything into a box, and we have to start, properly analyzing things. And then we have to stop also on the flip side excusing bad behavior because it fits into a certain box. Like it fits into pro-Black, or it fits into LGBTQ, or it fits into the Black woman paradigm. Because all of those I'm involved in. Because like I'm Black woman first. So like can y'all tell me if you understood, like what I just said?
I definitely understand what you're saying. I definitely hear what you're saying, and I
Yeah, me
definitely
too.
agree with what you're saying because I think that we allow people to kind of guilt us into joining these bandwagon causes. I
Yes,
I
exactly.
think that we definitely need to treat each individual situation as an individual situation, but then look at the whole problem of why it happened that way. Why is it that we're allowing it to happen? Why is it that we are accepting, like you said, promoting bad behavior or coddling bad behavior because it fits into our narrative? That's why I wrote in the comments section, I'm so happy that Olivia said some, because I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure who said it because I don't know your name, sweetheart. Sorry, ma'am. I'll call everyone a sweetheart because that's just me loving women
It's
as
fine.
well.
It's fine, food junkie.
Okay, but yeah, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia as well, and I'm a black man in Atlanta, Georgia, and me and my husband both get flirted with by women and men wherever we go. So I don't want people to think that, you know what I'm saying, all black men in Atlanta, Georgia is, what you say they are, be it gay, straight, or whatever. But I definitely agree that we definitely need to start looking at individual behavior as individual behavior and calling out individual behavior as it is,
Right.
opposed
Because
to
it's
trying
crazy to
to.
think, Food Junkie, that everybody in Atlanta, every man in Atlanta, Georgia is gay or bisexual. That's crazy.
I know, but people really don't think. They like to be spoon fed information. There's very few people that really actually analyze and think critically and speak critically was that. So when people hear someone says um, the men in Atlanta, Georgia are trash, they're taking that as because they may not live here or they may not know specifically, and they hear it often enough, it becomes their truth. If that makes sense.
Right. And then you have a lot of straight men that end up having a problem with gay men or, people in the LGBTQ paradigm just because they're being labeled and they get
Exactly.
offended by being labeled.
Well, speaking of that, that's why I will not say Kevin Samuels is gay. Because Miss Olivia may know this. I got into it with a gay man here on YouTube because he called Kevin Samuels gay. And I said that's a problem for us because gay men not gay men, straight men or heterosexual men may have a problem with a gay man calling another heterosexual or self-proclaimed heterosexual man gay. They may make them feel some way. So I think that, we need to be very careful about how we speak on each other, gay, straight, man, woman, black, and other. Because
Right, because we're not sticking with the facts. The facts is that he was degrading black women by calling them FAT, and I don't agree
Right.
with calling anybody fat because there's multiple reasons why somebody may be bigger than what you would like, and everybody don't fit into a box. So
Right.
there
Hold
are
on
a
a
lot
minute.
of men
Sister,
who
hold
like
on, hold on, hold
bigger
on.
bone women, and
Right.
there are a
Hold
lot
on
of
a minute.
men
Sister
who like
Noble,
the
is that you
things
up
that
here
he
twice?
didn't like. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Hold on a
Yes,
minute.
it is.
Yeah,
I had to
Sister
shut down
Noble,
my
is that you
laptop.
twice?
Yeah, I had to shut down my
You
laptop.
did what?
So I had to shut down my
Oh,
laptop. So
okay.
that's
So
why
you
I'm
up here
on
twice.
my phone call now. Yeah, I had to shut down my laptop.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
the
just
reason.
confused. I thought it was a troll. I'm sorry about that, QI. Go ahead. QI?
I'm gonna drop
Hold
off and
on.
come right
QI?
back because somebody gave me a phone call and my phone is
Okay.
real low, so I can't really hear y'all
Okay.
clearly.
Okay. Okay, I got you. But yeah, I absolutely understood what she's saying, and we are all individuals. And that is why I put the some in the title. We are, even when it comes to black people, we are not a monolithic people. We all have our thoughts, emotions, and actions, as well as opinions, and we are all entitled to our own opinions, online, offline. It just is what it is. And but I am glad that um we are having this conversation. I don't agree with putting everybody in the same box. But
Hmm.
I also respect the fact that some may disagree with what my opinions are, my commentary, and some may agree with them. But my opinions are my opinions. A lot of the time in these circles, especially when we're talking amongst one another, you have a lot of people that do run their channels like cults. And over here, we are critical thinkers. And I appreciate, I respect opposite opinions or different opinions. Do you see what I'm saying? Because when you have a different opinion, I don't like a whole lot of yes man. Because how can you have an honest conversation if everybody is agreeing with what you say all the time? It's ridiculous. You know, it don't make sense to me. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
appreciate
mean,
everybody's
but
opinion.
let me reiterate what I said earlier. Let me reiterate what I said earlier. And when I was referring to men, I was talking about heterosexual men because I don't date gay men. I'm heterosexual. I don't date
Right.
gay men. Okay, at least I try not to. Now, if I find out later on that he's on the down low, I ain't nothing I can do about that. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, okay, I was referring to heterosexual males. I said a lot of them are very aggressive and verbally abusive and emotionally abusive.
Right.
That's why I took myself out of the dating game. I took myself out of the dating game. I got tired of it. As
That's
a
correct.
heterosexual woman,
Right.
then then I don't have a lot of patience with people. I'm a
Right.
Leo. I don't have a lot of patience with men when they
Yeah.
start acting crazy. I just got to go. I can't deal
Yeah.
with it. I don't like a lot of mess. I don't want to be, I don't want to be some third wheel while you cheat on me with other women. I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want to
Yeah,
deal with it.
Right.
cause Sister
Well,
Noble.
Yeah.
I encourage I encourage women to be more like you, because
Yeah.
I'm always asking my women on this channel to divest from abuse. You don't have to stay in a
Yeah.
situation where you've been treated any kind of way. Nobody don't have to live like that.
Exactly.
Leave. You don't have to live like it. So I'm glad that is your train of thought, because especially younger women, I'm always talking about divesting from abuse. You know, because we are
Yeah.
all human. We are all God's children, and God didn't put you on this earth to be mistreated. Okay, in no form, any form of abuse, right? Whether it be physical, mental, emotional, financial, verbal,
Spiritual.
any mental, just spiritual, just any type of abuse. Divest away from that. That is my number one
Exactly.
concern.
Yeah,
Because
and that's what
because those
divestment.
things lead to debt.
That's actually what divestment means. But people
Right,
are,
right.
but they're using it in the wrong way. There's a lot of people using it in the wrong way.
Somebody got somebody got some back
Feedback.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
somebody
somebody
got
got some
feedback.
back
Was that
yeah,
you, food
feedback.
junkie? That's probably food junkie,
Oh shit.
Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to say something, whatever. I try to say I try to
Go
go
ahead.
silent when I'm not
Go ahead.
talking, but
Go
I'm seeing
ahead,
in the
food
comment
junkie.
section a lot of people, a lot of people on here is writing about Kevin Samuels and his sexuality. Let me explain why I am not trying to talk about his sexuality. Like I said before, I don't watch him. I didn't watch him. I heard a couple sound bites from him, and I took it at that. I don't know what he said about his sexuality or his urges he have to be with men, XYZ. But as a black gay man, I feel that it is problematic for me to put that on another black man who is not. I see that as a black gay man. That is why a lot of heterosexual or self-proclaimed heterosexual black men or men in general are not willing to befriend another black homosexual man because they think, one, we want them. You're dusty. I don't want you. And what would I want with somebody who
Facts.
can't do for me that I can't do for myself? I'm a grown ass man.
And Auntie Olivia said that majority of the people who watch his videos are women to begin with. It wasn't really men watching his videos. That majority of the viewers were women. So I don't know why people keep calling Kevin gay. He's not gay.
Right. And my thing is, if he is or if he isn't, I don't care. I'm not trying to sleep with him. And the reason why I'm one, you got to show me you're gay or tell me out your mouth that you're gay. If I don't see you sucking something or getting bent over by something or bending something over that is the same sex of you, I'm not going to call you gay. I know there's a lot of black gay men out there who want to call everyone gay or say they can have everybody they want. I'm not that type of gay black man. If I'm not trying to sleep with you, what I do in my bedroom have nothing to do with you. And that goes for men and or women. And I think a lot of people need to get out of what's going on in someone's bedroom and try to analyze them and look at what is going on with the individual themselves. Was this
Yeah.
Well,
verbiage
for me, it wasn't
problematic?
about
Yes.
that. For me, it wasn't
Just at it
about
again,
what's going
food
on in his
junkie.
bedroom. For me, it was about the fact that he got so much vitriol towards black women, for no reason at all. Part of it, at the last, I mean, and then I felt like he had so much vitriol for black women. It's because he was in competition, or he felt a way about black women, as opposed to, all the advice. Now, he not only spoke about, black women all the time. He spoke about, he was promoting, men, leaving, gay or straight, leaving women alone totally, being with one another. I mean, he said a whole lot of problematic things. So for me, when I say gay, it's because I really felt like I feel like he's gay. It's more than just what he was saying about black women, and at the very least, it was about his what he's doing in the bedroom. He was
I
just
think
the
when
rhetoric is
I think when he
problematic
meant
in general.
Auntie Olivia, I think when he meant he said that men should be with other men. I think what he meant was that men who don't want who have vitriol for for black women, why don't you just go be with men? I'm starting to think that's what he meant by that, about men wanting to be with men. He's
I mean,
talking
I
about
feel
men
like he was trying to
who have
groom him
hate
in a
towards
sense.
black women.
Right.
He's talking about men who have
Well,
hate.
I
He's
think that he
talking
was
about
trying to groom him in a
incels.
sense.
I,
Right.
I, I
But he was
guess.
talking
I
about
mean, I
men in
don't know.
general because he referenced how the Greco Romans and the Greeks, how they, how they did, sexual relationships with women. They only labeled women to procreate, but they, but for their sexual preference was, boys, young
Yeah.
boys, and just a whole lot of things. Same stuff Jay Wilson be talking about over there, but it's a lot. It's a lot of rhetoric. It's really problematic. And so when I said that he gay, that's what I meant, that he was gay. But the way he was
Oh,
spewing,
okay.
and spinning that rhetoric, it was just that narrative. It was the narrative for me. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, but I don't care who he lay with. At the end of the day, I ain't got to lay with him. You know what I mean? But that rhetoric is very divisive, especially when you're talking to younger people, because younger people are very impressionable. You know what I mean? And I've even heard that some, like Cynthia G, for instance, her rhetoric is very dangerous to me. And she is a woman, and she got all things derogatory to say about black men in general. She put them all in the same basket to the point to where we all heard her say, if you find out you having a black male baby, you should abort that baby. And that is very dangerous rhetoric. Like, how
Yeah,
dare
that
you?
is very
And that is
dangerous.
the type of rhetoric that Kevin, yes, that's the same type of rhetoric that Kevin Samuel spewed. It's all in it's all the same to me. It's very dangerous to me. And so yeah. And
And
so
Miss
yeah,
Olivia,
that's why I said that for yeah.
no, I got you. And I compared Cynthia G to Kevin Samuels because they're the opposite. Well, they're the opposite side
Absolutely.
of the same coin. They both spew stuff that is
Absolutely. I
detrimental
agree.
to
Pretty
our
much, yeah.
community. So I definitely, because thing is, I actually watched her for years before I even came on here as a content creator. I watched Cynthia G, and I found her information entertaining, but still
Mm.
problematic. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. See, first she only
You
used
know,
to speak. I enjoyed the most of her content when she would speak about white supremacy, racism. But when she switched over because they was gonna snatch her channel, she went from talking about white supremacy, racism to the dusty beta black male. And a lot of that
yeah,
rhetoric became
exactly.
really dangerous and offensive to me.
Right.
But
Same
that's
here.
how you know
I
she's not
watched her,
genuine about anything that she said.
but also when she said that, I kind of stopped listening to her when she was telling us about these dates she went on with white men. But yet yet you're talking
Right.
about us.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Exactly.
uh,
Exactly. She was doing that at the same. See, a lot of people don't know the history, food junkie.
I told you I've
But
been
you're
on him
right.
for a while.
You're
I told you I've been
absolutely
on
right.
him for a while watching. So she
I
was talking
remember
about
her
white
talking
men.
about that,
Talking out of both sides of your damn neck.
saying that you should be with a white man and finesse him. She was talking about finessing white men for money.
Exactly. Having him pay for everything. And
Yeah,
then when
back
that
in the
white
day.
man came
Yeah.
on here and
Yeah.
outed her about that date, that was funny to me because he embarrassed her.
He sure did, because
Uh-huh.
she showed pictures of herself
Exactly.
hanging out with white
Exactly.
folks, and she was talking about
Yep.
finessing
Sure
white
did.
dudes.
Sure did. Yep. A lot of people don't know the history though. They really think she's genuine. Like I said, so a lot of people online, they're very impressionable. When it comes to men and women, gay and straight. And for me, it's the rhetoric, it's the hate speech. For me, that's what I speak out
Yeah,
against. And like you said, when it comes to Kevin Samuels and Cynthia G, they are two sides of the same coin. I agree with that. It's dangerous.
funny that she talks about, oh, I only
So
like
yeah, it's
black
crazy.
men. I only like black men. I only like black men, but she was dating white men and finessing them for money. Girl, bye. You know what I mean?
We know that she want to be the white man's a pick me. She been wanting to be that way. You know what I mean? She ain't fooling nobody. But she got so much self hate to where, she really can't, in my opinion, have a long term relationship with any man, no matter the color, because she's never dealt with her issues, her emotional issues. Because anytime, like Food Junkie said, a lot of these guys that come out here haven't dealt with their issues. She hasn't dealt with her issues. Because she spoke about her childhood, and her father, and the things that happened to her. And the way that she comes on here and flies off the handle, if you really pay attention to some of it, spewing out bitterness and hate because she never got any sense of therapy or any sense of peace via her childhood trauma. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And that's the same
I
thing
mean,
with men too. A lot
I
of the
don't
men that
care.
come on here.
Yeah, personally, I don't care who dates who, but it's just the fact that you sat there and you was all pro black, and then in the mid, while being pro black, you're talking about dating, you know, dating white men and finessing them. Like, make it make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you're pro black, you should
talking
not be
out both
dating.
sides of her
Pro
neck.
black would never. Pro black women would never. You know.
Well, she was always quick to say, "I'm not pro black. I am not pro black." Thank you. It's just she just have always talked out of both sides of her necks. I'm glad Food Junkie brought that up because that's the straight up truth. You know.
I mean, they're both
Yeah.
the same.
So yeah, it's just crazy.
Food junkie.
Child.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just funny to me how
We
people.
just really have to pay.
Go ahead, Livy. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Food Junkie. No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, people really don't put a lot of parallels together. They just take what's in front of them and go with that without someone said in the comment section that people don't do their research. And my thing is, you take what you hear, and if you're a critical thinker or a critical listener or even a critical speaker, you take a beat before you start talking because you do some research or some self-analyzation to find out where you actually stand within this topic and within this conversation. A lot of people listen not for understanding, but listen to respond. And I think that a lot of people, the Cynthia G's and the Kevin Samuels and everyone else that falls into that mindset, listens to respond opposed to listening to understand and comprehend.
I agree.
My opinion.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Like back then, like a
Mm-mm.
while back, I used to listen to Cynthia G, but then I was like, you know what? And I heard, when I started listening to her, and I'm like, that's when I was like, man, some of this stuff is toxic because I got bl- black brothers, I got a nephew who's a little black boy. I got a lot of, I got black men in my family that I hold dear to my heart, and it's like, why am I listening to this? This shit is just hurtful, you know. And it's like I gotta walk away from it, and that's what I did. I
Yeah.
walked away from it. I said I can't listen to this. It ain't good for the soul. It
Yeah.
really ain't.
It's not. It's not. I'm so glad you said it. It's not. It's absolutely not good for the soul. You are right about that. It's not good for the soul. And then
Sad.
you know what?
Neither
I
sad.
feel
The
like people
Manosphere
don't even
or
realize,
Cynthia G.
any
Neither sad.
for anybody, it's not good for the soul. For subscribers and supporters, it's not good for the soul because it's like learned. It's like a form of brainwashing, right? If you're telling somebody repeatedly the same thing over and over again, day after day after day after day, and you are loyal to them and you are hinging on their every word, even if you didn't come in agreeing totally with what this dangerous rhetoric that's being spewed to you day after day after day, by the time you get done, you will be agreeing with it, and you will carry that stuff out to the world, and it is very very, very dangerous, because we've seen her, we've seen many cases of people taking this online stuff offline. We just saw what happened with the subway,
Exactly.
the
Yeah, the
subway guy,
subway shooter.
you know,
He was on that
and we
Avengers website.
right, and we've heard women and men being assaulted and murdered because of something that started online, and so that's why it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
It's very demonic. You got a people that are very very they're easy to follow. You know what I mean? You can hypnotize their mind real good. That's why you got these
I
cults,
mean, there's
especially these
even some
online
sectors
cults and
of
stuff.
there's some sectors and groups of divestment groups I had to remove myself from because they got real dark and
Yeah,
chaotic.
you know what
And they
I mean?
was talking
Yeah.
about killing black men. We don't care. Black
Oh
men
Lord.
deserve to be hanged and stuff. I said, oh
Oh my
no, I
God.
got to walk away from that because
Yeah, that's you don't want to
I
allow that
got
stuff into
brothers,
your spirit.
uncles, that are black men, good
Yeah.
black men. I got brothers and uncles. I said I can't listen to this because
Yeah.
that's not what
Exactly.
divestment stands for
Exactly.
anyway. Divestment don't even
Exactly.
stand for that, and they going way in the dark. I said, oh
Wait,
no,
wait, yeah, just spewing that anger, and like I did a video not too long ago telling people to, guard your heart, mind, and soul, because some of these people talking to you ain't nothing but demons, right? They are hypnotizing you, right, with the words that are coming out of their mouth, and with what you see on the screen, that is a form of hypnosis, right? They're snatching your soul through this computer
right?
screen. That's what
And
they
that's
doing
why
to you,
I kind of understand what Food Junkie said when he's talking about the LGBT and he's talking about the black community. We're all individuals because there are some individuals that are really dark, and there's some
right?
individuals that are on the balance of dark and light, and some who are just
Right.
light. So I get what you mean with that Food Junkie. That and
Yeah.
not every. That's why I wish people would understand that divestment. There's so many different sectors of divestment. There are some really low down, dirty divestment women who use divestment to discourage,
Well,
to
let me say this too.
you know
Anytime you get a content creator, let me tell you, and I am a content creator, right? And we know that I believe in critical thinking. We know that I don't believe in no yes man. Everybody got a right to their opinion, right? But what I can't stand is those content creators that don't like for their subscribers and supporters to have their own opinion, right? I can be your
exactly.
loyal supporter, but something that you say, one thing that you might say, I might not agree with. And if I don't agree with that one thing that you say, you cussing me out, you taking my rents, you talking to me real bad, only because I dared to question something that you said. That is mind control. That means they don't want you to have your own mind. Why would you not want? So I side out anybody, any content creator that doesn't want their subscribers and supporters to have their own mind. You know me, I like a good debate. I like a good back and forth. I like people. I was so glad that Food Junkie came up here, because he shared his opinion, we shared our opinion. That is how that is a great conversation. You know what I mean? I don't want no damn yes man. And so I side eye content, and we know that there are a lot of content creators that you cannot have an opposing opinion from them, or they're going to kick you out their channel, honey. You're going to be exiled, right? And I think that is so unfortunate.
And not
You
only
know,
that, they're gonna go on a smear campaign against you also.
yeah, they will
You
put
better
on a
not
smear
They
get on there.
will.
campaign
Yeah.
against
They're
Oh
you.
gonna
yes,
go
they
They'll
will.
say
slander
you
you, they're gonna
attacking
slander
them.
you. Yeah. They're gonna
Yeah,
slander
they'll
you,
say
they're gonna
yes.
dox you, they're gonna do all of that.
Yeah, all of that. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. And I had something else to say about Jay Wilson, but it went out of my head. But when I was talking about, you let this stuff get into your soul, right, in your spirit, right? Um, for my B sector people, my question is, do y'all think that Jay? Then a lot of people saying that he had changed, right? Food junkie, and do you think that this YouTube has changed him, or do you think that something else is going on with his life interpersonally? Because to me, it seemed like he self sabotages. You know.
I did several videos today about his situation, and my
Uh,
thing is accountability versus jealousy is something that is people have a problem with here on YouTube. When you're holding someone
yes.
accountable for what they put out on here, they want to scream that you're jealous of them or you're jealous of their numbers or their whatever money they may get. This and that. My
Yep.
thing is,
Yep.
I'm a grown ass man who works. I don't have time to sit up here and count your pockets on YouTube because that's not guaranteed. I
Exactly.
can't be jealous of you. And nothing that you have I can acquire myself or you're saying if I want it type of thing. That's
Exactly.
my mindset. But also, I think with that individual's thing, because like I said, I don't. I'm probably one of the people on here who's not going to bash him, but I
Right.
will
Yeah.
say what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? I will talk about what I'm seeing him display.
Right.
And for me,
Right.
it's hubris.
Yes.
His,
Yes.
his hubris is what bothers me so because he don't
Yeah.
understand. Having self confidence is one thing, but being overly self-confident, being overly aggressive about how you display that, it leads to, for me, like I said, not being a psychologist or a psychiatrist, deeper issues within his psyche, within his life. And it could be that you haven't dealt with the issues that you have growing up. It could be that
Right.
you haven't dealt with your sexuality on a full, complete level. Granted, you like men, you this and that and the third with men, but a lot of men, gay men, I should say, especially gay black men, don't like other gay black men.
Really?
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. No,
Well,
they
can you
no,
expound on that, Cool Junkie? Why? Why is that?
I will. With that, you gotta understand in the black community, regardless of you agree with it or not, or you support it or not, gay is wrong. But let me tell you, let me give you a little brief history as why as gay was wrong. Because back during the days of slavery and things of that nature, being raped as a man was a sign of punishment, buck breaking, sex farms, and things of that nature. And you know, anything that is done for any length of time becomes um, encoded tragedy in our DNA. So that's why a lot of Caribbean islands have these harsh thoughts towards gay people, because that's where all this butt breaking and raping of black men by white people have been done. It was done as a form of punishment and as a scare tactic. So it's that what am I looking for? The word, not tragic, but it's that toxic mindset that's encoded within our DNA that keeps us still stuck there. And a lot of black gay men are still stuck there mentally because they've been raised in either churches where they've been told that it's wrong, or families where it's told that it's wrong, and things of that nature. So if you suppress that within yourself for all these years, so now that you're out with it, you still have that mindset of actually thinking and feeling that is wrong, although the urges that you have to be satisfied, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Makes
it
absolute
does. A lot of
sense.
sense.
Go
Make a,
Yeah.
continue.
yeah.
So with that, like I said, I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and me and Jay Wilson don't have this good relationship where I talk with him, but based on his behavior here on YouTube, from the very beginning of when he first was outed at 50 years old with bring the lube comment and being catfished on, you know, Jack, that being exposed. You understand, Jay Wilson has been exposed a lot here on YouTube. And being,
Right. That's why I felt like it's some kind of self sabotage.
yeah, because he keeps doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Because he was outed with the thing when they called his job the first time. He was outed with the Jack thing. Then he came out with, okay, well, bring the lube. Then his private pictures got exposed, and that was embarrassing for him. Showing they said he was lacking, I should say. And you know, being a black man, we're known for being well endowed. And when you're proven not to be well endowed, that's also an embarrassment. So it's a lot of psychological things that goes on that happened to Jay Wilson here on YouTube that he has to still save face with, because he needs this to help him support his lifestyle, in my humble opinion. I'm not, like I said, I'm not his doctor, I'm not his psychologist or psychiatrist, but based on his actions and reactions to things, it's just, to me, too much. Because if you really have the mindset of you're comfortable with who you are, you don't have to address everything. You don't have to answer every call, if that makes sense.
I agree. It makes sense. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't tell you, because I said I'm not trying to analyze this man here on YouTube. I'm not trying to be his doctor or anything like that. But like I'm saying, the reason I say that I can read people, and when I want to cuss you out, I can do that if I want to, because I see you, even when you, and I hear what you're saying, even when you're not speaking, based on your actions and your reactions to other people.
Right.
Something more
It's
going
called
on.
discernment, Food Junkie. It's called discernment.
Right. And it's something more than just you come on here reading and roasting, because if you feel the need that you have to come on here and read and roast, Mr. Olivia, me and you had got into it years ago, where we got to one little spat, it was over. I'm not going to drag it along. You're not going to drag it along. We're adults. But when you're hurt, you're stuck in that place where you were hurt. And as a child, and you feel like you were powerless and helpless, what you do actually is as an adult, if you're still stuck there mentally, everything's a fight for you because you need to prove yourself that you're not no longer that little weak child that was allowed things to happen to you or that things happen to you with. So
Right.
you're mentally stuck where you were. You're mentally
Yeah.
stuck in that place where you were hurt. You're mentally stuck with a place where you were abandoned, where you felt helpless. So as an adult, if you haven't dealt with those issues, everything takes you back to that place. And you start to fight and argue and fuss and cuss and try to belittle people was not to make yourself feel better, to put yourself mentally in a better
Yes,
place.
I agree. That's why he talk when he talk about what he got, his material things all the time. You know what I mean? And so yeah,
Right. So it's
I
just
get
me.
you.
And it's just for me, it's like I mean, I laugh and I laugh for several reasons. One, because I see you. I
Right.
see that you're
Exactly.
hiding. I see that you're hiding. I see that
Mhm.
you're hiding not only from us who's watching you on YouTube, but you're hiding from yourself. And anytime you hide stuff from yourself, you can't be honest with other people. If you're not truthful to who you are and what you're about and the why behind it, you can't truly be yourself.
That's right. I
Put on
agree.
these airs. You show that in your hubris, that over
Mhm.
exaggeration of confidence.
Mhm. Trying too
And that's
hard.
what I see.
Yep, I absolutely agree. But it's a lot of content creators that do that. Not just
Oh yeah.
Jay Wilson.
There's a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of content creators do that.
Right, and they do it because they are like a lot. Like I always say, I said this from the very beginning. This is the most popular a lot of these people have ever been. To have
Mm.
100 people in the chat, to have 500 people in the chat, to have 1,000 people in their chat listening to them, hanging on to every word, be it you're there to read and roast them or to gather information from them so you can use it against them later, or
Mm.
you're there to support them.
Mm.
Having those eyes, having that energy is a drug that a lot of people don't understand.
Mm.
That's why I'm so laid back
Yep.
about who I am and what I do on here because I get that in real life. I've
Yeah.
gotten that in real life. I've been the it guy in real life. I don't
Exactly.
need
Exactly.
or social media to make me the it guy. So if I get 20 people in my chat or 20 views on a video, I'm okay with that because guess what?
Exactly.
I said what I needed to say.
Exactly. And you know what you're
Yeah.
right about that food junkie. I see that a lot. You see a lot of people attention seeking. You see people that might have been bullied in school, or you see a lot of people that in real life they don't get no attention at all. And you can, if you have any type of discernment, you can tell where they come from. You got a lot of people hustling over here, uh, hustling via a whole fantasy a lie. You know what I mean? It just don't make no sense. It's unfortunate, but you're right about that.
So
It's
Olivia,
unfortunate
it's
because
funny. Well, what I find funny about stuff, a lot of content creators on YouTube,
uh,
what tells their true life is their camera slips.
who ain't that the truth? Oh Lord, oh food junkie! I just seen the camera slip the other day. Oh my God,
That what tells me who these people are. Like my thing is this.
ooh, food junkie.
I'm on an avatar right now, but Mr. Olivia, you can go down my community page and see me, see my talent, see how I live, see how I eat, see how I dress, see me hanging out with now. You can go on my page and see me. I
Oh
may
yeah,
not
no,
be what you want.
now food junkie. We know we done seen you now, but what I like is I have taken photos of a couple of those dishes, and I believe
Uh-huh.
the one that I was it your picture of your food, was it liver and onions? Was that you?
Yeah,
Did
that
I
was
see that
mine.
bro? Yeah, and I did liver and onions last week just because I was going down your community while I seen the liver and onions. I like a lot of your food prep ideas, the pictures.
Yeah, appreciate But yeah, but like I said, who I show y'all who I am on here is who I am in real life. I'm silly, I'm quiet, I'm an amalgamation of everything.
Me too.
I can turn up when I want to, I can lay back when I want to. And
Right.
everything is just me in every aspect of my life. So my thing is when I show y'all my food, like I said, if okay, let's just use Jay Wilson for example for this conversation right here. If it was to be me, to be exposed as being fat, broke, and not eating, you not realize that people will clown me because how I present myself on here.
Right. Exactly.
I present myself as well mannered, in reasonably good shape, fairly attractive and eat well and live well. But
Right.
if it was found out that that was not me, I will expect to be the laughing stock of the YouTube streets.
Right. Right.
And
Because you know
I
people,
could be mad about it because I lied to you.
yeah, people put on masks, and even with me, everybody, I don't, I hope that everybody know that I am who the freak I am. I talk more stuff offline than I do online, and people speculate about how I look now, because I've always shown. If you go down my community wall, I've got pictures of me, I got videos of me. You know what I mean? And people don't always stay the same. It don't matter if I do. I am who the fuck I am, and I ain't changing for no damn body. Okay. I don't come out here putting on no front, on no show, trying to act like I something. I think you're doing a disservice to your subscribers when you come on and do that. You see what I'm saying? I mean it's early offline. I mean it's early online. I'm very blunt. It just is what it is.
And Miss Olivia, what do I say? I tell you all the time, I'm an asshole. I am. I'm a nice
Me
one,
too.
but I'm just an asshole nonetheless.
I mean it's early, but I care. Everybody when I get on here and I cuss you from from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. But at the end of the day, I think people know that when I'm talking serious and when I'm telling you something that's serious and having a serious conversation with you, I think they realize that too because I don't come on here putting no kind of show on. I'm not. I look. It just is what it is. I'm too old to be trying to. Do you know how exhausting it is trying to be somebody else? Ain't nobody got time for all
For
that.
real. I'm too old for all that. I ain't got time for all that.
I think it's disingenuous to your subscribers too.
It's exhausting to be someone else. And then
Yeah.
I'll show you who I am and give you a choice to either like me or not like me. To either work or
Exactly.
not work.
I say that all the time, food junkie. I am not for everybody.
I said
But yeah,
I'm not making no channel. I don't want to profit off of YouTube. I got my own money and I'm doing good. I'm living a happy life, so I don't need that shit. And I definitely don't need all that stress having to make a channel. I'm just not into that. But I
well,
don't
I'm gonna
mind
tell
getting
you what
on.
stressful is. What stressful is, like I come on channel. My channel is monetized. I'm not working for Google for free. But what I'm not gonna do is do 3 or 4 videos every day. Got to keep up with
Yeah,
persona.
that's too
All the stuff
much.
that Kevin Samuels was doing. Do you realize how stressful that's got to be for
That
him to
is
be that
stressful.
successful? And when you reach that pinnacle of success and fame on the internet, it's stressful because you got to keep it. You got to
Yeah,
keep
because
that energy.
you hear about
And I might
YouTubers.
come online one day. Yeah, I might come online one day. I might, and Food Junk, I might be on here today. I might not be on till next week.
Right. And you
You
hear
know,
about YouTubers getting so exhausted because they're constantly
yes,
putting
burn out.
videos up and it's burning them out. It
Yep,
burns them out doing that stuff. So I
yep,
don't need a million subscribers. I don't want a
nope,
channel. I'm good at just jumping on a panel when I feel the need because that's just when I feel a need. But
yep,
most of the times I stay in the chat room and I'm living life and I'm fine. I don't need YouTube money. I don't need none of that shit.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's
I try to
crazy.
come on as best I can. I appreciate. And I'm very humbled by the people that do listen to me. My subscribers. People just if you just want to stop by, I appreciate it. I appreciate if you jump on my channel and be interactive. If you don't agree with me, what I mean. I appreciate it, but I don't agree in hustling people. That's my issue. Why you got that? That don't make no sense. That don't make no
I'm
sense.
going there and going here and going everywhere. It's like no, I'm good. I'm not doing none of that. I don't
No,
need
I
to
don't
do
have
that.
time. I don't have time. I got a whole family I got to deal with. I don't have time
The
to
whole
put in that
hustling
kind of
back.
Summertime,
work.
shit, summertime coming. I'm not definitely gonna be on.
But a lot of the
Right.
hustling was not. A lot of people are hustling backwards. Like they're hustling
Oh
backwards. They're
yes.
not even doing it smartly.
Oh yes. You're right about that, food junkie. You're right about it's a lot of them hustling backwards.
And a lot of people
Especially
knocking
when
people's
it's
channels
easy
down
to.
because they don't want to see somebody else have more subscribers than them too. Also, a
Yeah,
lot of people are
the
going
subscriber
after
war,
people's
the
channels,
channel
flagging people's
war,
channels. Yeah,
right? Talking about oh, don't go to her channel because such and such flag her
yeah,
channel. That's crazy. I've seen it all.
Yeah,
Like
exactly,
it makes
yeah,
me
yeah,
never
exactly,
want to make a channel because that's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, 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 yeah. But y'all, I guess I'm gonna get off here. We've been on here 2 hours and 20 minutes. Food junkie, thank you so much for hitting the link because you imparted so much wisdom. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for
Unapologetic.
that. It's a
Mr.
eye opener.
Noble. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hitting the link. A lot of people
You're welcome.
sometimes they don't even want to hit the link no more because they don't know if they're gonna get cussed out for having their own opinion. You know what I mean? And but this was a serious conversation for me. And the icing on the cherry on top was effective food junkie, a openly gay married man, came up here to share his opinions. And so I appreciate you, food junkie. Thank you.
And that's what we need to hear that. We need to hear
Yeah,
that because
absolutely. We need to hear. Well, I can give my opinion. But food junkie is actually a living representation,
yeah, he's from the
of a gay man.
LGBTQIA. Yeah, he's from that
And
community,
but
so he has
I
a.
learned so much. I'm a good listener, and I love words. But the way he broke down, what he feels is the psyche when it comes to Jay Wilson, that was so on point, right there. As well as some older gay men, and just the whole thing. I learned so much. That's why I asked the question. Because I be wanting to know. I'm not just asking the question just cause. Like I really be wanting to know.
And I
Exactly.
appreciate you, food junkie, for not like snapping out because when you
Right.
ask people those kind of questions, they go off on you. They ready to fight you. They ready to kick your behind and everything else. And I just like the fact that you broke it down and you were calm and cool about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I
But
appreciate
that
that.
food junkie though, that food. If you don't come at him in a way, he ain't gonna come at you in a way. And so yeah, food junkie cool.
Right. Thank you. And I appreciate you inviting me up here for one, and I appreciate the conversation we had because I was getting a misunderstanding in the chat. That's why I said
Uh
I
huh.
was going to feel some kind of way because I was like, hold up now.
Right,
Let me-
right,
I
right.
said,
But
I'm
we
glad
better
I
than
was
that.
able
That's
to
why I
come back
put
up and
some
explain
in
myself,
the title of the video. And then plus too, some people get confused because they don't be at the beginning of the video. You know what I mean? Where they pop in, it might sound like a whole different subject, that I'm talking about. But it's because you didn't hear it from the beginning. But thank you so much for hitting that link. So we can clarify with each other, food junkie. It's one thing to type in the chat, but it's another thing to have a conversation.
correct. And like I said, I mean, and this was a good conversation. It was a good conversation in the chat as well. But I'm happy that I can enlighten you guys. But also keep in mind, I don't speak for every black, gay, bisexual,
Right, right. It's your
LGBTQIA.
opinion.
Right. It's
Right,
just that's why I want to reiterate that. And I also like to say I'm not a clinical psychologist or psychiatrist, so I don't.
right,
I'm just saying based on my observations, based on
right,
my brief life experience and being in the community and being involved and surrounded by these people and talking with these people and understanding the history of gay relationships in the black community and being married to a Jamaican person. You know what I'm saying? All those things helped me with my knowledge of certain subjects, and I mean, I have all the information, but I have enough of it to come to a concise opinion about what I see.
right.
Right, definitely.
You know that's right. I know that's right. But thank y'all. Like I said, thank y'all. So thank you, Cloud. I forgot to speak to Cloud, y'all. Thank you, Cloud, for coming on as well. And thank all you guys on the panels. I really appreciate it. But like I said, I'm gonna get off here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. We're gonna have to do this again real soon, especially me and you, Food Junkie, because I like to have this type of conversation again because there's so much misinformation out there, and but when you can educate a person to a situation, you maybe can change their outlook on things. You see what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, it's
Right.
real
That's
easy to assume.
Definitely.
Change your
Yeah,
mind, change your life.
yeah, it's real easy to assume. But when you get, if you are open to actual, teaching or open to an actual understanding of the situation, you can have a better train of thought about things. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, change your mind, change your life. Not because
yeah,
I don't live in a vacuum. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And it
right,
doesn't matter what I know. I don't know what you know. In order for me to get
exactly.
out of you, we must talk. We must.
Exactly. Exactly, which is why I'm so glad that you hit the panel. Because we don't live in a vacuum, and I can only give my opinion as to the knowledge that I have, or what I see around me. I haven't lived that experience. I am not a gay man. I am not a trans, a black gay man. I'm not a black trans woman. I haven't lived that experience, you know. And so I like clarity. I appreciate the conversation. And so, and like you said, we don't all live in a vacuum. I don't. Anyway, so I appreciate this. Appreciate this, y'all. But I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, once again, thank y'all so much. We're gonna have to do this again soon, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, this is a really good conversation. I hope that you guys in the chat enjoyed the conversation, and thank y'all for being so interactive as well. My niece is turning up and I'm gonna get off here, okay?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you for coming
Take
up. I'll
care,
talk to you
Auntie
guys later,
Olivia.
okay? All
Thank
right, thank
you.
y'all so much.
And bye,
Mhm.
ladies. Have a good night.
You
You
too,
too.
Love Junkie. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Have a
Hmm.
good night. Okay, y'all, that's it for me. I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, enjoy the rest of y'all night. Thank you so much for joining, being so interactive. Thank you, Cloud, for swooping down. You guys be safe out there. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Have a great week. Okay, bye bye. Peace.